Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to SAFC Fan TV. Today, Sunderland playing at home at Doncaster. We're going to watch the game live, as we always do. Joining me firstly is Chief Dominator of the channel, the best commentator in the world, the Amazon delivery driver. It's Dino Elgar. Dino, how are you?
I'm good, mate. Not looking really forward to the game, but I'm good.
Oh, well. Looking forward to the stream?
Yeah. We'll have a laugh.
Aye, exactly, as we always do. And, of course, joining us, it is the furious one, the man, the myth, the Bowers. It is Michael Bowers. Michael, how are you?
Did you just copy Jacob saying that? When he go, I think I watched a vlog and he put like the man, myth, the legend. So you've just put the man, the myth, the Bowers.
Well, that's what you are. You are the man, the myth, the Bowers, essentially.
I like that.
Anyway.
I'm all right. Like Dino, I'm not looking forward to the game, but the stream should be a laugh to get us through.
Exactly. Hopefully it can, slightly boost our mood and, we don't get too down. Anyway, lads, the lineup came out, of course, at 2 o'clock. We're going to go through that now, so I'm going to quickly read it out. Lee Burge starts in goal. Conor McGotton at right back. Bailey Wright at centre-half, along with Deon Sanderson. Colin McFadzean is at left-back. A midfield three of Josh Scowen, Luke Mann and Max Power. And a front three of Gooch, McGeady and Charlie White. So, Dino, we'll go to you first. Thoughts on the lineup?
He's finally changed his system. There'll be a lot of people who's happy about that. We're going for 4-3-3. I think Vokins had the right to be dropped. I thought he had a terrible 2 games, so it was good to take him out the firing line. Callum McFadzean, we all know he's a bit naive defensively, but he's okay going forward. Conor McLaughlin comes in. I think he's had a solid season this season, but he's not the best going forward. But maybe in this game, we don't need with left back and right back to go forward. So maybe that's the reason for playing him. Max Power in the centre. I don't rate him in centre midfield, but we're playing with a 3. I would prefer Grant Ledbetter in there with Scowen and 09, but it is what it is. Grant Ledbetter must be tired. And like you say, Max Power's the captain, so your captain's undroppable, as we all know. The 3, who's on the... It's McGeady, did you say McGeady, Gooch and White up front?
White up front, yeah.
I'm a bit disappointed John Jones isn't there because I feel like he offers more than Lyndon Gooch. I really do, but... If we'll probably end up, we will see Jones probably come on and White up front. It's a no-brainer, to be fair. Even though O'Brien has been playing okay, I think it's a strong lineup. I do, but I'm so glad to see Lee Burge back in goal.
Connie, yeah, I think it was. I can't understand why Matthews was even brought in, and as much as people can criticise Burge, to me, it's clear who out of the 2 is at the very least the better keeper. Michael, we'll go to you. The lineup. What are your initial thoughts on it?
Well, spot on about Lee Burge. I know there's been a few people obviously have a difference of opinion saying they felt Matthews was better than Burge, and fair enough, they're entitled to that view, but I did disagree with it. I think that Burge, at least more times than not, can be a steady enough pair of hands. With the lineup itself, the only concern I've got is the 2 fullbacks, because I think McLaughlin's good at centre-half, but I don't particularly rate him at fullback. McFadzean, I think we know Jack's opinion on McFadzean, and I share that view. I don't particularly rate him. But maybe that, hopefully what Dino said is right. Hopefully because we've got like a front 6, basically, if you include the midfielders in that, then we might not need them to go forward as much anyway, or at least one of them to go forward as much. I get the impression maybe Johnson's idea for this game is to get Gooch on, do the industrious work rate things, keep the game like sort of relatively tight early on, and then maybe Jones comes on and is like a cheat code. I don't know if that is what he's planning to do. If it is, then hopefully it works, but we're going to be in for some afternoon. But we'll hope, but Scowen and 09 in midfield, I'm interested to see how they get on, mind. So hopefully it's enough to win the game, but I wouldn't count me chickens.
Yeah, I remember the last game, me and Dino were both saying that we were really looking forward to seeing 09 and Scowen work together as a 2 because, they both got loads of legs and loads of energy. Scowen is a bit more suited to defending and 09 is a bit more suited to going forward, and it's like a really nice dynamic. Speaking of substitutes, seeing as he did mention it, we're going to read them out as well. Remy Matthews, hopefully there was no reason for him to come on. We've got a really attacking bench aside from that, though, with O'Brien, Diamond, Jones, all wingers O'Brien a forward, 2 wings who can come on, and then Neil and Ledbetter, 2 centre midfielders who can hopefully change the game as well as Jake Vokins. Do you say you're making a lot of substitutions? Lee Johnson seems to like making a lot of substitutions and changing the game. Michael, go to you first.
Yeah, well, we know what he's like. At least he is showing signs that he wants to be proactive and try and change games. So depends entirely on how the game's going. If we're not winning the game or we're not getting the result we want, then I could see him very well changing it. My thinking is if, say, O'Brien comes on, for example, you're probably going to have to change the system because I think O'Brien struggles when he's part of a front 3, But when he's part of a front two, I know it sounds stupid, but when he's part of a front two, he actually has been playing really well alongside White. I agree with you on O'Brien, actually, that he does a lot of the sort of the unseen things up front that allows Charlie White to flourish. The other ones, depends. And like I said, it all depends on how the game's going.
Yeah, definitely. I think, we could see a bit change in formation if things 4-3 is not working. You can bring O'Brien off and you can revert back to the 4-2-2 or a 4-4-2 or something like that, where O'Brien tends to, White tends to score going off O'Brien's hard work, really. Dino, your thoughts on the bench? Is there any? I know you want to say Jordan Jones started. Is there anyone who you can see, positives on the bench that we can look to bring in towards the end of the game?
To be fair, that is a strong bench. I mean, we've got pace coming off the bench now. You've got Jones, pace, Diamond, pace, Daniel, got a bit of pace. He's an unknown quantity in this league. I'd like to see him come on maybe if we are struggling centre midfield. We've got a bit of experience. we've got a bit of experience in Grant Ledbetter to come on if we need to hold off Doncaster if we are taking the lead. We've got young Vogans just in case, because Callum McFadden is probably going to be prone to injury today because he has just come back from injury. So there's a chance we'll see Vogans. We've got a very versatile bunch of lads, to be fair, because if Conor McLaughlin comes off injured, you've got Power or 09 who can slip in there. I mean, we've got a very versatile. I'm actually looking forward to see this centre midfield because we've got two players who've got bags of energy. And I know Power, I still feel like he doesn't offer enough to the team. I know me and Michael always have this debate about Power, but I'd like to see Power with, like you say, two people who've got energy beside him. It might change Power's game because when Power played in the centre midfield before in the three, you've got Grant Ledbetter, and at the time I think it might have been Dylan McGeoch or whoever else was playing in centre mid, and it wasn't bags of energy, so it was just simple passing. But with these two, they'll get past their Power, so it might change how Power plays today, maybe, hopefully, anyway. But anyway, do you want us to read out the Doncaster lineup?
Funnily I forgot here, but I was going to quickly jump on the live chat. Of course, we are live, so comments on the live chat, we'll be reading them out when we can. If you've got any suggestions, anything you want us to talk about, or if you just want to say something, we'll give you a little shout out. Already on the live chat, the SFC, all right, lads. They tunes in all the time. Conrad Lee, anyone who he is, he's saying, all right, guys. Matthew Little is here. Dominic Barton's is afternoon, lads. Stephen Winship's in. I would have played Jones before Gooch. Clearly, Dino's changed his name. Josh Whitting says, afternoon, guys. Positive team selection. Pleased with the formation. Please don't put goals on fans before don't put goals in the chat beforehand, before they've went in. Philly on the live chat says hello from the van, being Sunderland's #1 graft at the day. Lee Adele as well, regular on the channel, says, all right, lads, 2-1 win today. AJ tunes and everything. Jack, it's 3-5-2. I know that's what you wanted, mate, but I don't know if it is, although you never know, it could be. And Casual Observer, regular channel, he says, Jorgen Johnson talks more, won't be able to read that out, than David Brent. Anyway, clearly not a big fan of him then, are we? Anyway, Doncaster's lineup. Go on, feel free to read out, Dino. I've got it.
In goal, they've got Balcombe. I think he's actually a quite good keeper. Well, he is on Football Manager anyway. He always comes out as a good prospect.
Reliable source.
Full-backs, they've got John and Halliday. In the centre-backs, they've got Butler and Wright. In the centre, because they're playing a 4-2-3-1 formation, so the two hold midfielders are Gomez and Smith. On one wing, you've got a former Sunderland player, Reece James. He's actually playing on the wing, so he's not at full-back, he's playing on the wing, so let's hope we can keep him quiet because I think he is under some good form in Doncaster. At centre attacking mid, they've got Richards. On the other side, they've got Taylor, and up front, they've got a player called Bogle. And I know Bogle is prone to a wonder goal. He's quick, he's powerful, and he scores some cracking goals. He's not scared to have a shot from outside the box. So we need to try and keep him quiet, but hopefully our two centre-backs, Sanderson and Wright, will keep them quiet.
Is this Omar by any chance they've got started?
Omar Bogle, yeah. He was in the Championship, wasn't he? And he used to bang goals in for fun, I'm positive.
Didn't he play for Cardiff or something?
I can't remember who he played for, but I know he's prone to an absolute worldie. He really is. I've seen him score some unreal goals.
Right,
funny enough, I've been told he's a bit of a donkey up front, but we'll have to go with that. He was at Charlton before, and Charlton were over the moon to get rid of him. I mean, just to touch on what they've said, I spoke to Aaron Challenger, the Doncaster family preview, and he said that Brad Halliday he said in his opinion, he's the best right back in the league. So clearly that's going to be a point to look out for. Magic Gomez, player is at hold midfield today, apparently going forward. He's really good and really creative. Taylor Richards, apparently Doncaster's best player, number 17 in attacking midfield. Watch out for him. Of course, we all know Reece James. I think Reece James got a quality player. I was quite disappointed when he left us, to be honest with you. And then John Taylor on the right as well. He should be at there. He should be a challenger slightly. Just going back onto the live chat. Carl Stewart says, hi lads. Chris Law says, afternoon. The message on there again. SAFC Republic says, why are our fans so deluded? He set out a strong team like 4-3-3 and 6 changes. It just proves he's trying to sort out the team and get us back to winning ways. Well, I think it's interesting that he's changed things. He's at least changed the formation. Michael, what do you think?
Well, again, he's been proactive in trying to change the formation because we know, for example, if Parkinson was here, he'd be like, "Oh no, we'll stick with the same team. We'll just keep chucking it at the wall, and hopefully it'll eventually stick." So with Lee Johnson, it's good to see that he's at least not prepared to try and change things. And again, I've mentioned constantly that changing formations and systems, which sometimes implies changing personnel, can hopefully keep standards high, and hopefully we'll say to them, right, look, you need to be on your game consistently in order to stay in this team. But the form, I don't know if the 4-3. It depends. The one thing that concerns me, Doncaster's lineup's a 4-2-3-1, isn't it?
Yeah.
The only slight concern I've got there is could we get potentially overran in midfield a lot, where we've got 3 versus 5 effectively.
But think how much legs 09 and Scowen have got. They're fitter than the average midfielder, so they can probably get around the pitch that a little bit more.
I hope so. But I get on that.
Yeah. On the live chat, the casual observer says our versatility is that players can slot into a variety of positions, but they're all rubbish in every single one of them. Chris Law says he play McGeady behind Wyke and Gooch for making gameplay. Thin SFC is laughing at Dino's football manager. Comment. Jorkus, I think he says 2-1 Doncaster. Lads, have you got any change of predictions, or are we all staying the same as Thursday night?
Same.
Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah, I'm not confident at all.
Yeah. AJJ, interesting in the live chat, says 5 changes for Doncaster after the Fleetwood defeat. That's quite an interesting thing to say. Really, does that worry you, Dino?
The team just worries us anyway because they've got 2 games in hand on the leaders of the league, and I'm assuming that Doncaster are second in the league.
They're fifth, but 1 point off second. I think they might have 3 games in hand over Hull, who are second. I might be wrong. It's at least 2, potentially 3. Hold on. I'll try and find the table.
This is a strong team. Don't kid ourselves. I know in the past we've beat Doncaster most of the time. I'm sure we've only ever drawn with them in this league. I'm positive. We normally turn these over, but this is a different season this season. I mean, our team isn't the same as it was 2 years ago, and their team's even better than it was 2 years ago. I mean, it's like a thing. Doncaster have gradually got better as we've gradually gotten worse.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
We're starting to see that Doncaster are performing in the league well, we're not. So yeah, I am a bit worried about this game because, like you say, the table doesn't lie and their form doesn't lie. Yeah, they got beat off Fleetwood, but we got beat off. Who did we get beat off again? I forget.
Shrewsbury.
That's how bad it's got.
We got beat off Shrewsbury, but then got beat off Fleetwood. So both teams slipped up, but we do it more often than Doncaster. That's why Doncaster are higher in the league.
Tom Wallace in the live chat says the second informed league. Yeah, I mean, I was saying I think they're one of the most informed teams in the league. If you can look past last Tuesday, they are in really crazily scary good form. Joseph Billingsley said something on the live chat. Joseph Billingsley says, "I would rather have Jordan Jones than Lennon Gooch play." Dano, that's something you agree with, isn't it?
Yeah, I just think Jones is more direct. Like Gooch, when he tries to go past the player, he just tries to run round them, which he normally loses the ball. Whereas Jones, when he goes direct and runs at a player, he actually gets past them instead of trying to just run round the long way. He actually dribbles past players, and I think he's more of a attacking threat than Gooch. But hopefully Gooch can actually turn up and prove us a bit wrong. But I would prefer Jordan Jones.
Yeah, just going to touch on the defence slightly, really, because I think we're all happy to see Burge come in over Matthews. But before we get to the defence, Michael, I'll go to you first. Would you have rather seen Patterson come in today for Burge? Because there's been a lot of people calling for that.
I think it's a very easy thing to sort of say, like, get Patterson just chucking straight in. Whereas if Patterson makes an error, for example, like psychologically, that can do quite a lot of damage for someone of his age. So, I mean, I wouldn't have been against the idea of seeing Patterson in because ultimately, if you're not going to be good enough while we're in this league, you're not going to be good. Chances are you're not going to be good enough for Sunderland in general. So Me personally, I still would have stuck with Burge. But I think that Patterson's definitely got to have a view that he's got to at least be number 2 at this point. I definitely put Patterson ahead of Matthews. And even though you can say I've barely seen Patterson play well, to be honest, I've seen like one game of Patterson, and it's already been better than most of the games I've seen from Matthews. So Patterson's got at the point where he's got to start being number 2. For today, though, I would have gone with Burge. Yeah,
I remember I was at a talking a couple of years ago when Chris Coleman was manager. I think Anth Patterson was about 17, 18 at the time, and someone asked him the question, obviously, when we had that horrible goalkeeping fiasco in that season, saying, why is Patterson not getting a chance if these keepers are rubbish? And Chris Coleman said, he's actually good enough to play. We just don't want to put him in case, because if he makes a mistake now with how toxic things are, I can say, with how toxic things are, it could destroy his confidence. Dino, I know you're desperate to get in there.
Yeah, 100%. I said this on... I think on the Thursday Live that I don't believe in putting Patterson in, because if he does have a bad performance, the way Sunderland fans are at the minute, because we're very toxic towards the keepers, if he makes a mistake, I mean, don't get us wrong, it's not all fans. Some fans will go on his Twitter and say you're a clown, like they do to Lee Burge and stuff like that. And an 18, 19-year-old kid doesn't need that in his life. He needs to get game time. That's why I say chuck him down to League 2 to the end of the season, see what he's got, and then if we are in this league next season, which I still believe we will be, give him the shot. Why not? If he can do it in League 2, he's most likely to do it in League 1. But right now, do not chuck him over Lee Burge, because Lee Burge is a proven League 1 goalkeeper, whereas Patterson is still an unproven identity. He's still an unproven keeper. We need to see what levels he's at, and if you chuck him in at League 1 and he has an absolute mare, that could just destroy his career for confidence-wise, because some people just lose confidence and can never get it back. I mean, look at Joe Hart, for example. Joe Hart won the Premier League, and look where he is now. He can't even get in a team. He couldn't even get in Burnley's team. So let's not do that with Anthony Patterson. He's a young prospect. Let him learn his trade and get him in maybe next season and give him a go.
I think confidence is such a huge thing, like for footballers, really. Michael, before I go to you, Gino, you've got a little fan on the live chat. Anth Rivers says, Dino, will you be my Valentine?
Yeah, I haven't got a Valentine. You can be my Valentine any day, mate.
Oh, I think Michael's lined up with mine. Anyway, Michael, goalkeepers, would you rather see Patterson come in?
It's just in my contract, is it?
You what?
Is it just in my contract? Since when did I agree to this?
Michael, he's too young. He's too young.
That's why I'm saying it, Dino. It doesn't feel.
Michael. It was agreed when I signed up. I said only if Michael will be my Valentine. That's the thing.
Oh well, I wasn't aware of that contract amendment. Thanks, Phil.
No, anyway, on to football. This is getting a bit strange. Michael,
you started.
You should see what.
well, technically, Anth Rivers started it. It's his fault. Right, Michael, would you have rather see Patterson come into date over Burge?
Personally, no. I would have still stuck with Burge or Patterson, because I do think Burge, again, is... I know people say there's not much between Burge and Matthews, but for me, nah. I'm sorry, Burge is easily better than Matthews. It's not, for me, it's not even a contest. I'm not saying Burge is as good as what John McLaughlin was, but he's nowhere near as bad as what Matthews is for me. Like Dino said, I agree with him on Patterson. Again, we chuck him in at this stage and he makes a mistake and he has a bad start to his career. That could knock his whole career. So I think he needs to be eased in gradually, but you know, he's at the age now where he needs to get more game time. And if he's not going to get game time, then, yeah, what's he going to do with his career?
So do you agree chucking him out on loan is probably the best idea until the end of the season? Chuck him down in League 1 or National?
Is the loan window shut or anything? Is there still a loan window open at the minute?
I think so. Didn't we not chuck Barley Mumba out after the transfer window to South Shields?
Yeah. I mean, I probably took him out on loan. I mean,
that was in March.
If he can't go out on loan, if he doesn't go out on loan anywhere, then I think he needs to be number 2. But I wouldn't be having him number 1 at the minute. Yeah,
I would agree with that, because with the way Matthews is at the moment, like to be honest, I think I'd rather stick Daniel in goal above Matthews, like because he's.
Yeah, mate, I'm a proven goalkeeper, me. I play in goal, mate. I'm a proven goalkeeper.
Yeah. Have you not got Chris?
Still to the Stadium of Light?
Have you not got Chris back at hands?
No, wait. Sometimes I do.
All right, the occasional time. 110 people watching live. How many likes have we got? Let's have a little look. I'm doing this. I'm hopefully Philly will be pleased to say this. 21 likes. Only takes a second. Go and hit the like button. See if we can get to 200 likes today at some point. That's always the target. 113 people watching live. Thank you to everyone for tuning in, firstly. Only takes a second to go over and hit the like button, as well as subscribe to a channel called The Red Mike Podcast, although I don't know much about that. Anyway, on the live chat, just saw something saying, Robert Punchin says 1-0 to us. I'd be very surprised if we kept a clean sheet.
So would I.
Yeah. SAFC Republic saying, how are you? We are all good. Thank you for checking in. Saying something on the live chat, was going to comment on this. Yeah, but SAFC Republic says, I've heard that Jordan Jones isn't fully fit, unfortunately, lads. Anyone know why he wouldn't be fully fit? Has he picked up an injury, I think, the last couple of days?
I don't know, mate. I don't work for the club. I have no idea.
I thought you did.
I think, bearing in mind that when we signed Jordan Jones, how long had he gone without playing football on a regular basis? It was months and months, wasn't it? So I think even though he signed a couple of weeks ago, so I think we're at the point now where he can start one game, come off the bench another game, and like you said, like I said before, we're going to have 2 games a week for the foreseeable future now. So he's going to. I wouldn't expect him to start every single game. Maybe once every other game or something like that. He'll probably end up switching with like Gooch and McGeady and all that. But having him and Diamond to come off the bench, 2 good options.
It's good that we've got like such a plethora of like wingers and attack midfield. Well, not attack midfield, but wingers to change from. You know, you got McGeady, Gooch who are starting today. You got Jones and Diamond who are on the bench. You know, Maguire's not been getting much game time. Even O'Brien, you can argue, falls into that category. It's good that I've got so many options because, look, we are playing 2 games a week till the end of the season, and we know we're going to be struggling with fitness. So if you can have kind of different players to work with to rotate, that's what I was saying. You know, rotation's important. When you're playing twice a week, you need to rotate. You can't just play the same players over and over again because they're going to get absolutely knackered. Especially, we have got some players who are aging a bit in McGeady and Ledbetter. On Ledbetter, on the live chat, Joseph Billingsley says, I would rather have Ledbetter play over the Josh Scowen. Quite an interesting point. They're very different players. Considering Max Power and O'Neill in the midfield. Mike, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, I say you'd rather have Ledbetter play over Josh Scowen.
Yeah, quite different players, but just looking at the midfield, how would you see that working? Because I quite like the idea of Scowen and O'Neill playing together, and then Power, who doesn't quite bring the same energy, but he gets the question.
Ledbetter can control games a bit better from the midfield than, say, Power can, I think. But Ledbetter, again, it's the same thing. Did Ledbetter play on Tuesday?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that might have something to do with it. I would imagine that because, again, 2 games a week, constant. So you're basically, like I think you said before, Jack, you're playing 180 minutes, probably a little bit more per week. And Ledbetter, again, he's 35 years old now. So we're gonna have to manage Ledbetter. It's the same way we're gonna have to manage everybody else. I'd be very surprised if we see Ledbetter start twice a week on a regular basis. I just don't think he'd be able to manage it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think his age really allows for him to have the fitness really to do that. You know, he's gonna struggle really, especially as I say, it's that playing 2 times a week. Dino, your thoughts on that? Do you think Ledbetter should be fit today?
No, I don't. I feel like, don't get us wrong, Ledbetter has his qualities about him, but like you said last week, Jack, in this league, you need physicality, you need athleticism, and unfortunately, Ledbetter doesn't have that. He doesn't have that anymore. He's just a very experienced player. Knows when to give the ball to another player. He's got a good passing range, but in this league, you need legs, and I think that's what Josh Scowen and Luke O'Neill give you, a lot of legs. Max Power does have energy as well, but I feel like he can be a bit dawdly on the ball. But I'm excited to see what this midfield 3 can do. I really am, because don't get us wrong, Scowen going forward's not bad. He just can't shoot, and sometimes his passing's terrible. But we all know Luke O'Neill will get in the box, will try and create, and we know Max Power will just do the simple stuff, just the simple back to Bailey Wright and do all the simple passing. So I'm quite intrigued to see what this midfield 3 can do.
Yeah, it seems to be quite an interesting contrast of the midfield where you've got O'Neill who's got the energy, Scowen who's got the energy, but then Scowen who can't really do much going forward, but you've got O'Neill who kind of can do a bit going forward, and then Power who doesn't have much energy as the others, but can maybe be a bit more of a mediator. I think it's going to be quite an interesting contrast of the 3, really. Lads, we're happy to see this 4-2-2 drop, by the way, Michael.
I don't have so much a problem with the formation if you can have the players fit into that formation, but at the moment, 4-2-2, well, again, a lot of it depends on the players. I think at the minute, 4-3, because I like to see 4-3-3, yes. I think 4-3-3 is the formation I would like to see us try to adapt to. And I mean, I think although obviously when we beat Lincoln 4-0, I know you can say that was like a one-off game, but we beat Lincoln 4-0 because I'm pretty sure we played a 4-3-3, Jesus, 4-3-3 formation that day. And I think a lot of that time that could suit a lot of the players we've got. So yeah, at the moment I would say 4-3-3 at the minute, but you know, no one will look. If we lose today, I'll end up clamoring for a 4-2-2 again.
Yeah, Dino.
See, this is the problem, right? people have been asking for the 4-3-3. People are saying change the system, but Charlie Wyke and O'Brien have been scoring goals when they've both been playing up front. Charlie Wyke seems to struggle to get goals when he plays by himself. But the problem is, if we get beat today, people are going to say, why did he change the formation? We've been playing okay. And like that's what it'll come down to. People will moan, he shouldn't have changed the formation. We should have played with 2 up front. It's like you can't really win if you're the manager, because if you change something and people will blame that because he's changed it. But I don't mind the 4-2-2. I don't mind it because we do score goals, but a 4-3-3 is probably better suited to the players, and it will make us compact in the middle. I don't think we could get overrun in midfield with 3 in the middle. If you get overrun with 3 players in the midfield, it just shows our midfield is our weakest point, because with 3 in the middle, you shouldn't get overrun. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts, Jack? What's your thoughts on it?
On the midfield? Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how these 3 work together today. I'm not the biggest fan of Matt Power in the midfield. Part of the reason I quite like him at right back is because it kept him out of the midfield. But as I say, I'm looking forward to seeing how this kind of contrast works between them. As for the 4-2-2, to me, it depends who's playing in midfield. We have been getting overrun a bit recently, but if you're playing with players like Winchester and Lebbett, who aren't the best at getting about the pitch, then you're going to struggle in a 2. If it was O'Nien and Scowen as a 2 in the midfield, that's different, because they've both got the legs to get around the pitch. So I wouldn't mind saying that. So to me, it all depends on the players you've got. And the players we've got there today, O'Nien, Scowen and Power, that's a nice contrast. Equally, I wouldn't mind saying O'Nien and Scowen, give it a bash as 2 simple centre midfielders. In this 4-2-2 system that we've been seeing that we've been playing, really. So I think it all comes down to the players that you've got. But no, I'm looking forward to seeing how this contrast works today between them. Richard Coxon in the live chat says we need to keep going forward instead of going back all the time. If we got a goal, keep them, but we don't. So frustrating. And do you think? I mean, Michael, you put it on Twitter. We've dropped 16 points from leading positions. What do you think's causing it? Just briefly, because obviously we've only got a couple of minutes to kick off. But what do you think's causing it? Is it a mentality problem, you think, or are we just sitting off teams?
I think it's a mixture of both. I think the mentality issue seems to be it's in great. I think Phil Parkinson, for example, set us up to win games 1-0, basically try and clean sheet our way to promotion. Which, obviously everyone knows I love it when we keep clean sheets. I love it when I hate conceding goals. But obviously you're not going to do it all the time. You're going to concede goals. I think my issue is I think it's and it's a problem we've had since we've dropped into League One, actually, since the second half of the first season under Jack Ross. Whenever we went 1 up, it seemed to be a natural instinct to sit back rather than try and go for a second. And I think that if that's the case, that's going to take quite a while to get out of the players. But it is also equally frustrating, though, because if we'd held on to even just half of the points we've dropped from winning, I'm not expecting to have held on every single game, but if you held on in certain games, think where we would be right now. We could be pushing, whether our squad's good enough or not, we could have been pushing near the top 2. So I think it's a mentality thing, and I don't know if it is. That's going to take a while to sort of change, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matthew Little on the live chat says, "Jack, you talk so fast. Calm down." Unfortunately, that's just the way I am. Dino, we're going to hand over to you obviously for the commentary. The game's just about to start, but the same question to what I asked Michael, really.
It's the players. I mean, don't get us wrong. I know everyone says it was like Parkinson. It was the same with Jack Ross. I was going to say Jack Dodds there, but it was the same with Jack Ross. We're sat back all the time, and it's been a mentality thing where we play crap in one half and good in the other. That was in the Jack Ross days as well. We'll go 1-0 down, then in the second half we'd turn around and win 2-1. It's the players on the pitch. It's got nothing to do with the manager. The manager can only do so much. It's up to the players to push and go for another goal and stop sitting back. But it's just the players on the pitch. Unfortunately for me, we've had this problem since we've dropped in this league, and it still continues. So it just shows it's the players and not the manager.
Yeah. Anyway, on my screen, Josh Scowen is just stood about to take kick off.
Same.
Yeah. Dino, do you want to? We're going to hand over to the world-class commentator, Amazon delivery driver, the Dominator, Dino Elgar. Dino, take it away on commentary, my friend.
And thank you. Right. Well, Sunderland's kicking from left to right. Josh Scowen wearing the red and white stripes, and Doncaster in the black strips. Referees in purple. Looks like the pitch looks in good condition today. We can't blame the pitch for anything. We've got no reason not to play football.
Just wait until people try.
True.
I'm skipping. I'm loving the skipping everybody's doing. Oh,
Well,
they're
you got
doing
to
it.
try and keep warm, Michael. It's cold out there. It's cold.
Just on the live chat, we Philly says doing brilliant. Thank you. I hope you and Karen are having some fun while you're delivering your parcels, although not too much fun. Dominic Barton says, I second that. Great job, lads. You've renewed my interest in Sunderland already. Thank you. Anyway, Dino, we're kicking off.
Anyway, kick off now. Josh Scowen plays it in the middle of Power. What's he going to do? He plays it to the right to Conor McLaughlin. Conor McLaughlin back to Dion Sanderson, just on the edge of our own box here. Dion Sanderson's they're not pressing where Dion Sanderson goes long. We'll lose the ball. Luke O'Nien gets the second ball, but it's cut out by Doncaster. Number 14, it gets knocked forward, but it's cleared by the centre defence. And then the left back clears it forward with one of the ball back on the halfway line. 1-2. Josh Scowen now on the edge of the box on the left-hand side. Josh Scowen turns back inside, gives it out to McFadzean, who gives it back to Josh Scowen. Josh Scowen in the centre there. Max Power, who gets dispossessed, but it's a free kick to Sunderland. We've took it quickly, though. We've took it quick. McGeady to O'Nien. O'Nien sprays it out to the right side, but out for a throw-in. So, Jack, with the comments, mate, anything said?
Yeah, everyone's just saying hello to we Philly, really. I know we've only been a minute in, but I think we're doing quite well so far, really. We've had no major errors so far.
There's still 89 minutes left.
Yeah.
Right, long throw. It's well won by Dion Sanderson. Cleared forward by Lyndon Gooch, who gives it away. Doncaster bring the ball down. He sprays out to the right side. It's a chase for the ball here. Callum McFadzean's being stood up. He's running to the box. Doncaster cuts inside, has a shot. Lee Bird save. Down to his left-hand side. Good save by Lee Bird. He rolls it out to Conor McLaughlin. Conor McLaughlin in the centre of Luke O'Nien. Luke O'Nien turns on the ball. Who gives it back to Power. Who spreads it out to the right side to Sanderson. Sanderson now, what's he going to do? Plays it back inside to Max Power. Max Power turns on the ball. Jogs forward a bit, heading towards our line. Plays the ball forward to Charlie White, who's dispossessed. Number 5, come forward now. Gives it out to Bogle. Bogle out to the right side to, I think that's Halliday. Halliday now. Plays it inside to Bogle. He has a lovely touch on the ball. He's under pressure by Bailey Wright, but he's held him off. Sprays out to the left side now. Left side. He has a shot and it's out for a goal kick.
Yeah. On the live chat, something that needs to be reiterated. Chris Law says, please keep the score to yourself until the lads have seen it. Definitely. It's such an anti-climax. I remember on the live chat, on the live stream on Tuesday night, I refreshed my stream because I kept jumping ahead of yours whenever I refreshed it. And O'Brien was just sort of celebrating, and you were saying O'Brien's through. Anyway, we're back playing again now, anyway, aren't we?
Yeah, we're back in play. Number 24, John. John plays the ball forward to Reece James now, excellent player, plays it inside. Doncaster, but we've won the ball back with Conor McLaughlin. Hits it off a player, but bounces to Sanderson. Sanderson plays it back to Bailey Wright. Bailey Wright back to Sanderson on the right side here now. Sanderson, they don't seem to be closing with down. Sanderson just walks the ball forward, puts it into Max Power, but he's under pressure by Bogle. He just gives it away to Callum McFadzean on the left side. Callum McFadzean forward to McGeady. McGeady under pressure. Tries to knock it inside to Scowen, who it's a lovely pass. Josh Scowen plays the ball forward, but gives it straight away to their player. Halliday now on the right side, plays it forward, but straight back to Bailey Wright, who just knocks it back to, is he going to knock it back to Lee Burge? No, he plays it inside to Power. Power now, approaching the halfway line, gives it out to Callum McFadzean. Callum McFadzean on the touchline now on the left side, just over the halfway line. Plays it into Scowen. Scowen turns on the ball. Looks long to the right side, who goes to Conor McLaughlin, who tries to feed Gooch, but gives the ball away. Now, Doncaster are running through the middle now. He plays it out to John on the left side. John now, it's 2v2, but we're getting back. John looks for the ball in. Dion Sanderson deflects it out and knocks out for a corner. What do you think, Michael, then? What do you think? What are you thinking?
We've kept I think we've given the ball away a little bit too cheaply in the first couple of stages, but I don't think Doncaster have been anything special either. I think at the minute it's just both. I don't know what you think. I think it's both sides trying to get a foothold in the game and just trying to settle into it, because I think it's looked. I think it's the type of game you expect. It's going to be very scrappy. It's not going to be one team so miles better than the other, at least early on anyway. But carry on. Sorry, the corner's about to be taken.
It's not on my screen. Jack, anything on the comments, mate?
Yeah, corner not about to take on mine. No, nothing on the comments, but just to say that I think Michael's right. You know, both teams just trying to figure each other out. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. We are a few subscribers away from 5,100. Please subscribe if you do enjoy our content. It would mean a lot.
Right, anyway, we've cleared the ball away to the halfway line, and it's all the way back to Balcombe, the Doncaster keeper, who's out his box, who plays it to Halliday. Halliday, who plays it out to Taylor. Taylor now on the right side. I think it's Taylor anyway. Does a couple of step overs, cuts inside. switches the ball to John. John's very high forward for a left back. John now turns on the ball. McGeady's standing him up. McGeady's on the wrong side at the minute. Plays it back all the way to Doncaster's centre-back, who plays it into the middle, who plays it back to the centre-back. In the own half, he plays it out to Halliday. It's a bad pass and it's out for a throw-in. To the comments.
CONRAD Lee saying back at Bailey Wright, tell Michael. I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, it's a typical trademark CONRAD comment. Back to Bailey Wright.
Anyway, Luke O'Nien just passes the halfway line here. Luke O'Nien out to Dion Sanderson. Sanderson back into Luke O'Nien, who plays it back to Sanderson. We're just playing about with it on the halfway line here. Sanderson.
Oh, playing about with it.
To Luke O'Nien, back to Sanderson.
Steady with Karen, that.
Steady on, Jack.
Luke O'Nien and Sanderson plays out to McLaughlin. McLaughlin inside to Wyke. Or is it McGeady? Yeah, it's McGeady. McGeady's getting held. And it's a free kick to Sunderland. He plays a quick one. He switches it. Looking for Callum McFadden on the left-hand side now. He runs at number Halliday. He step over, cuts in, goes on the outside, tries to whip it in, and it's a corner to, what is it called? I think it's a corner to Sunderland here.
It is.
Jack, to the comments.
Yeah, I'm having a bit. Look, the comments aren't very active. Chris Law says, Liverpool scored 3 in 10 minutes. Leicester scored 3 in 10 minutes to beat Liverpool. # Klopp out. Well, at least you're not Lee Johnson out yet, which a few people seem to be saying at the moment.
6 minutes gone here. Stadium Light. McGeady's over the corner on the left side. Just there. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, O'Nien's came over. I think they're delivering as to whether they're going to do a short corner or not, really, aren't they?
Just get it in. McGeady whips in the corner. Sanderson wins. That's a goal to Sunderland. Get in, and that's Charlie White on the end.
Waiting for it to come through on mine.
Yeah.
Get in.
I'm not going to lie, lad. I was a few seconds ahead of you guys, so I had seen the goal had gone in, but I decided not to ruin it for you. So,
lads, just on the live chat, right? If you put in, if you don't mind, would you not put it in, because we've got plenty of people who are watching the match and watching the stream at the same time, and it just spoils the goal for them. So if you wouldn't mind, just at least giving it a couple of minutes anyway before you go. But all the live chats are just saying there was a goal going, really. Anyway, lads, 1-0 up. Do you think it's been deserved so far?
I think that's my first shot on target. So yeah, of course it is. 100% shot accuracy. Anyway, they've kicked off here. Number 17 is Richards. Richards on the ball on the halfway line. Gives it inside to Smith. Smith, who tries to play the ball over, but it's cut out by McFadden, who plays it to Power, who knocks it out for a throw-in. So are you chuffed for that, Michael? Are you happy with that?
Oh, yeah, of course. It's a good start. My concern, of course, is that we've been in front loads of times this season. We haven't won. So I think we really need to make sure we manage the game for the rest of it and actually just make sure we can get a second if we can. Sorry, go on. This play's still going again.
I'm back now. I just had to change your Wi-Fi over.
Yeah, it's fine. We're actually pressing Doncaster here. It's with the centre-back, Butler, who plays it out to Halliday. Halliday runs forward. Just halfway line. Halliday now gives it to, I don't know who that is, but on the right-hand side. Plays it down to Bogle. Bogle is tackled, and it's a throw-in to Doncaster on the right side. Comments, Jack?
Lads, are we all concerned that with us dropping 16 points in winning positions, we're going to eventually just throw this away? Or are we confident?
Yeah. I said that to Dino before that. I think obviously the major concern here is again that we were 1-0 up on Tuesday, didn't we? And we lost. So let's just make sure we manage it this time. Sorry, go on, carry on. Yeah,
Josh Gowan here on the left-hand side. He plays it back to Aidan McGeady, who plays it inside to Josh Gowan. Josh Gowan now. Was that Callum McFadden? Callum McFadden runs on the inside. Callum McFadden plays out to Luke O'Nien on the left, who plays it out to Josh Gowan. I can't tell who that is. Josh Gowan to McGeady. McGeady now. Is he going to play Scowen in? He does. He looks for Scowen to the byline. Scowen whips one in, looking for Charlie White, but it's cut out by Doncaster out for a throw in.
Very quickly on the live chat. The Casey Cameron Jude, our friend, regular of the channel, she says, good afternoon to you. Says 18th goal for Charlie White of the season. Yeah, exactly. Tom Wallace says, you know what happens now, we drop points. Let's get the second. Chopper SFC has lost 19 points in winning position so far. Hopefully it will be 20. I think it's 16. Well, maybe not anyway.
Anyway, it's a throw in here to Callum McFadden, who chucks it to Josh Gowan, who's in just near the corner flag. He's goes down by Halliday, who gives it to McFadden. McFadden cuts inside. McFadden plays it out to McGeady. McGeady crosses the ball in from post, but Balcombe collects it. Yeah,
on the live chat, saw a comment just there saying, where was it? Someone saying they were from Brighton, but I've actually lost my comment anyway. It says, DJ Sizzler Watson says 5 more goals in the game for SAFC. Woodwork, lads. Not sure what he's meaning there. Kyle Larkin, let's get a second.
Yeah,
Well, it looks like we are going for a second, to be fair. We're looking like we're trying to get a second, but Conor McLaughlin sprays out with Bailey Wright now, just on the centre circle. Bailey Wright forward to Josh Scowen, who plays it all the way back to Lee Burge, who plays it out to Sanderson on the right side of the box. Sanderson plays it forward to Power. It's nice this to see three in midfield. Plays out Conor McLaughlin. Conor McLaughlin passes it back to Dion Sanderson. Sanderson now, plenty time on the ball. Plays the ball forward to Luke O'Nien in the centre circle. Luke O'Nien sprays it out to the left, looking for McGeady. McGeady controls it. Tries to cut inside. Halliday tackles him for a throw in. So, Jack, are you happy with the start we made?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's been a bit of a scrappy game so far, but I mean, we've taken the lead and we're not backing off yet, and we're still pushing for it. From the live chat, Marianne Carlos says, "Hello guys from Boston. Let's get another how we lads." And Adam Fox is greeting from Canada, friends. People watching all over the world. If you are watching us, tell us where you are, and we'll give you a shout out. Anyway, back to Dino.
We're just on the just in our own half here with Bailey Wright, who he gives Dion Sanderson a pointless ball, but Conor McLaughlin picks up the loose ball. Conor McLaughlin inside to Bailey Wright. Bailey Wright now, he's a bit under pressure. Plays the ball long. It's well done by Charlie White to give it to Gooch. Gooch now plays it inside to Josh Scowen. Josh Scowen springs.
Get in!
McGeady. Oh, we've scored. McGeady now running down the wing. McGeady goes to the line and whips it in.
Oh, I wonder if we're going to score here.
Get it 2-0, Sunderland. Get in.
I've still got McGeady here. Whips it in.
How far behind are you?
Oh, White again with the header. 2 headers already. I mean, 2-0 up, 11 minutes in. We can't ask for any more than that, surely.
Cross as well.
I'm really sorry to say, but for me, the keeper should save that. I think it's straight at him. I do.
Yeah.
I believe
Dominator.
No, if this was Lee Bird's letting this in, if Lee Bird's let that in, there'd be people complaining. I think the keeper should do better. But hey, Charlie White, another goal. He's playing. It's great. It's great to see Charlie White, because I absolutely criticised the bloke, and look what he's doing this season. He's doing class.
Yeah.
To be fair, give him another contract. 100%.
He's one of the few players based on this season who's deserved a new contract.
100%. 100%.
I mean, going back to the start of the season, I was criticising him every week when Parkinson was starting to play him, but I'm just so happy he's found his feet again.
Likewise. Anyway, Balcombe plays it forward, and Conor McLaughlin's knocked out for throwing at Doncaster. To the comments, Jack. What's been said in the comments?
Yes, Adam Fox, our friend over in Canada, says it's going to be a good Sunday. Well, unfortunately, it's Saturday over here. Of course, Tracker SAFC says, "I'll feel a bit better when it's 9-0. Should get at least a point then."
Look, I'll tell you what, like I said,
that's brilliant, lad.
There's still another 80
Chris
minutes
Smith
left.
says, "Morning, lads, from a cold Canada, although it's warmed up minus 25 degrees. Wow.
Says a lot when that's warm.
It is. Anyway, throwing down from John, who looks for Bogle, but Dion Sanderson challenges as well. It's been cleared into the centre circle. Well won there by Callum McFadzean, who plays it to Wyke. Gooch cuts inside now on the halfway line, gives it to Power. Power now, loads of time, plays it out to McGeady, and what a terrible pass that is. This is what I mean about Power. That pass is simple, and he's knocked it out for a throw-in, man. Come on, man, Power. You've got to be better than that. You've just give the ball away. Anyway, throw-in. He gives it to Smith, who plays it back out to Halliday. Halliday now plays it back to...
Yeah, that was awful.
It was, wasn't it? Balcombe has it in the box now. The keeper, Doncaster keeper, has it. Plays it out to... I think that's right now, launches the ball forward looking for Bogle, but it's cut out by...
Well done, Charlie White.
Luke O'Nien wins the second ball, only as far as Halliday now, but it's well cut out by Josh Scowen. Charlie White's putting Halliday right under pressure. Has he won the free kick? He has. Well done, Charlie. Charlie White won the free kick. Anyway, to the comments.
Yeah, Josh Bell saying he's made up for, a poor 3 years, which, yeah, he is, with how well he's doing this season. He's definitely made up for the poor start he has. Out of context, Dino says, "Come on, lads, everyone subscribe and smash that like button. 6K incoming." Yeah, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so. It doesn't cost anything at all. Like the video as well. Hopefully, we can get to 200 likes today. Where we at for likes now?
You tell me.
How many likes? You'll be the technical guy here, Jack.
Well, I'm the tech whiz, you see. We've got 68 likes. Let's see if we can get 100 back before half time. That would be some achievement. Eh?
Yeah, that's the target. Anyway, it was a poor free kick in by McGeady. Didn't beat the first man, but we've recovered the ball and we've got it with Callum McFadzean in the centre of the pitch in one half. Who gives it to Sanderson. Anyway, I've got 30 seconds left, and then the next commentator has taken over. Right, Power in the centre now. Power plays it forward to Scowen, who plays it back to Power, who gives it out wide to Conor McLaughlin. Running forward, he's under pressure by Rhys James. He cuts back on himself, gives it back to Power. Power now. Back to Conor McLaughlin, who plays the ball forward to Gooch. Gooch, he's under a bit of pressure by John. He's shimmying, gives it. He tries to play the 1-2, but Gooch can't get past John there. John's knocked it forward, but McLaughlin cuts it out. Doncaster now play the ball forward. Bogle tries to get past Sanderson, and Sanderson says no, and it's a free kick to Sunderland. And who's taking over the commentary?
It is the man, the myth, the Bowers. Tell us what's happening, Michael.
Oh, am I doing the same? I'm like, all right then. Well, that free kick came to nothing, and Doncaster's now got it, so we're just pretty much standing over it, which they're going to try to take quickly. But I think the referee wasn't having any of it. Okay, wait. He's just done like tried to do 2 step overs basically. Doncaster taking it short, just passing it out round the back at the moment. I don't know what you guys are on, but I'm on 50 minutes and pretty much 39 seconds. So I don't know if I'm still...
You're a couple of seconds ahead of me, to be fair.
Yeah. Hang on.
Yeah, you're down to the as well.
Doncaster could have a shot here. We're going to block the shot. Well blocked, but it's not cleared yet. Doncaster's still inside the penalty area. And it's... no, it's not. No, it's okay. It was basically a shot that tried to go across the box, but Omar Bogle couldn't quite connect to it, and it's just basically dribbled out for a goal kick for Sunderland. Jack,
Yeah, this is the real poop. Yes, says yes, Lee Johnson, have my babies. Clearly, Lee Johnson's got a fan in the live chat. Charlton SAFC says Charlton's losing. Mike M says cheers from Tampa Bay over in the States. This is the live stream dream team. Well, we're glad you're enjoying the stream. We're glad we can give you some kind of coverage of the game. Michael, are we back up and going yet?
Yeah, but basically we're passing, we're round the back. Bailey Wright's gone to the left-hand side again. McFadzean, who's tried to clear the ball forward by the looks of it. Hang on, could we do something here? No, it looks like it's a reach too far for our players. I'll tell you though, we are. Oh, hang on, we're hunting in packs and we've got the ball back. Just past the halfway line. O'Nine's got it. McGeady's now trying to do his fancy dribbling work down the left-hand side. Back into Sunderland's half towards Dion Sanderson. He's going to look towards Conor McLaughlin on the right, I would think. Yep, now we're back in Doncaster's half. Pass through once again to Max Power. Down the right-hand side now towards Josh Scowen. I'll tell you, I like the pressing. I don't know what you guys think. I like the pressing that we're doing actually here. So hopefully we can keep it up. Scowen, he's got it towards Lyndon Gooch, I think. It's hard to tell from a distance. Gooch back to McLaughlin. Power, who then in turn switches it towards McFadzean, who dinks it back to Bailey Wright on the halfway line. Just gone 70 minutes, still Sunderland 2, Doncaster 0. Yep, I'm as shocked as you all are. McFadzean's got the ball. Back to Bailey Wright. There you go, Conrad, there's you mentioned. Back to Bailey Wright, who in turn gives it back to Max Power. Not far past the halfway line. McFadzean's on the left again. He's trying to pass it through a ball forward to Charlie Wyke. Done very well to keep hold of it under pressure. McGeady's got it. Down to 09, back to McGeady. This is what I mean. Simple stuff like this. Keeping hold of the ball. Keep control of the game on your terms. Charlie Wyke.
Definitely, Michael.
Sorry?
No, still saying I agree with you. We're keeping the ball out here, not giving it away.
Yeah, but anyway, Power's got the ball. Bailey Wright, pass to Bailey Wright. 09. He's almost under pressure here, but Bailey Wright's thankfully won the ball. Callum McFadzean passes it back towards Lee Burge, and who can turn gives it to Dion Sanderson. We're under no pressure at the moment, although obviously that will probably change the longer we keep hold of the ball. Sanderson's just got it. He was just deliberating over what to do. Scowen's got it. He's just under a bit of pressure, turning backwards, passing it to Bailey Wright, who comes to receive the ball just in front of the penalty area. Left-hand side again towards McFadzean. Pass through forward. McGeady's got the ball. He's trying to turn his man, and he wasn't able to do it, but he's able to pass back to McFadzean. Pass back once again, back to Bailey Wright. This is what I mean again. It's just the simple stuff. Keep the game simple for yourselves and don't overcomplicate it. McGeady's got it. He's trying to put a dink ball forward here. Could it reach Lyndon Gooch? Not quite. Not quite here. Doncaster were in a bit of bother. McLaughlin tried to win the ball back, but Donny's managed to keep possession. Now it's Doncaster's turn to pass around the back. Quickly, while nothing's happening, what do you think so far, based on the first opening 19 minutes or so?
I think we're passing. We're keeping the ball very well. We're not giving it away, even though we have done a couple of times. But we are keeping the ball a lot better. We're playing very simple, which I like to see. Like you say, don't overcomplicate things, and it's working at the minute. We can't give away a 2-0 lead now.
Doncaster on the right hand side. They try to toss the ball in the box, but it's gone past everybody, and it's a goal kick. Sunderland. Sorry, Dino, carry on.
It's good to see. We just need to play it simple. We cannot give up a 2-0 lead. If we give up a 2-0 lead, there's going to be questions asked. I mean, this is ideal. We're 2-0 up, and it's only 20 minutes gone. But let's not sit back. Let's go for more.
Yeah, exactly. Push for more.
It's good as Doncaster are. If we throw this away, it'd be an absolute farce. Like if we would throw this away.
The sad thing is, though, it wouldn't shock me with Sunderland these days. Nothing does anymore. Right, sorry, anyway. Sanderson, we had the ball back. Dion Sanderson passed forward back to Charlie White, who seems to be playing 1-2 to Dion Sanderson, trying the left ball forward down the left-hand side, but it's too much for, I think that was Callum McFadzean, and it is headed out for a throw into Jack, comments.
Yeah. Suck a blood on the live chat is, are we going to sit back? Well, clearly that is not what we're doing, and it's good to see that we're still pushing on. Daniel Jenkins is still refusing to get me excited despite 2 early goals. If we throw this away, it'd be an absolute joke. Out of context, Dino says Dino's hairline is as good as Doncaster's defence.
Well,
yes.
Right, anyway.
Michael, we're playing again.
Free kick to Doncaster, which they have taken in their half, though. So again, it's just passing around the back. Their goalkeeper's got it. He's now put cross, doing a dink ball forward to their right, to their left, our right-hand side, but it's headed out for a throw into Doncaster just behind the halfway line, which they have taken quickly. And go on, Sunderland. No, okay. It's been now. I think at the minute it's pretty much a scrappy affair. Both teams trying to keep hold of the ball, but there's occasions where they're giving it away. We're checking if the rest of the game pans out like this. I don't mind because we're 2-0 up. Doncaster got the ball again, crossed the ball forward. Sunderland have pressed it though quite well. McGeady managed to keep hold of it. Are we going to keep the ball? Doesn't look like it. No, too much. The ball's just kind of bouncing around all over the place. Donny's left, our right-hand side, past the halfway line. 09 does well to intercept the pass and makes it a throw into Doncaster. 21 minutes gone, Sunderland 2, Donny 0. Jack, what are your thoughts so far?
Well, my thoughts so far, well, we're doing well, and we've got the foothold in the game. We've got 2 goals up, and if we can just kind of keep doing what we're doing and not letting them into our final third with chances, then all should be well. And just quickly on the live chat, James Joblin says, if you bottle this, I'm scared to see Michael Bauer's reaction later on. We all are, James. We all are.
Oh, yeah, just show me reaction at the Sunderland plays. That's not enough motivation. I don't know what is. So, Luke O'Nien trying to charge towards a loose ball, trying to claim for a free kick. He's down on the ground, but he hasn't got it. Doncaster in Sunderland's half, now in Sunderland's final third. I don't know who apologies for my lack of knowledge on Doncaster. He has a shot, but Burge say Doncaster player had a shot probably about 25.
I've written their team down.
There you go. Yeah, you can talk. You can tell us then. Basically, Doncaster shot about 25 yards or so, but it was pretty much to Lee Burge's left, Sunderland's right hand, Doncaster's right hand post. So it was comfortably saved. Sunderland have the ball now. McGeady's been in the centre. He's trying to pass the ball forward here. Could Charlie White be through here? Possibly. He's put it through here. Oh, unlucky. Basically, Charlie White was on the edge of the penalty area. He tried to feed the ball forward to Josh Scowen on his left-hand side, which had he gone past him, could have been a shot and just miscontrolled.
That was a great tackle by Halliday. Halliday took it off him. That was a great tackle by Halliday.
Well, either way, resulted in nothing. Doncaster now have the ball, and the goalkeeper has somehow just passed it out for a throw into Sunderland. Jack,
Edward Adams says, could we be the team that comes from nowhere to win the league? Need a run like Oxford. Yeah, I mean, look what we got promoted under Roy Keane in the Championship. We came from absolutely nothing really. We were in the relegation. So at one point, this happens sometimes where you just go on a crazy run. Hopefully, this can be the start of it.
Well, hopefully, but we shall see. We need to win this game first. Anyway, Sun got the throw in, and now we've passed it back down our right, their left-hand side, back to Burge. Sanderson passed back to Burge, who has picked it out past the halfway line for a throw into Doncaster. Go on, Dino. What would you say so far? How do you think we've managed the game so far? Well,
we are starting to get a bit sloppy on the ball, but I'm enjoying this 3 in the middle. I think the 3 in the middle's working a little bit. We seem to be making triangles.
Oh, okay, unlucky. Sorry, Dino. Carry on.
We seem to be making triangles. We're not getting overrun in the midfield, and we've got bags of energy in there, and that's what I wanted to see. Bags of energy, and that's what I'm saying. Do
you echo his sentiments, Jack?
Yeah, precisely. I think we're linking up really well going forward. It seems there's always an option to play a pass to. I just think that there's nothing other to say than we're turning up and we'll look comfortable in the game against one of the best sides in the league.
So far, there's still a long time there. I know I'm trying to keep you on the ground. Doncaster have the ball. Tried to do a long cross dink forward, and Callum McFadzean heads it out for a throw into Doncaster, which it looks like they're going to try to take quickly. No, they're not. Anything in the comments, Jack, while the ball's out of play?
Yeah, Boney's Miniatures says, rather listen to you guys than BBC Radio. Thank you, mate. Although Nick Barnes and Gary Bennett do a very good job. Chris Wilson says, just subscribe. Great work, lads.
Got here. We're backing off.
Thank you, mate.
Shot that is gone wide for a goal kick to Sunderland.
Adam French says, great work, lads. Keep it up. Will J says, Charlie White leading the promotion charge. Who would have thought it precisely, mate? Certainly not me at the start of the season, anyway.
Yeah, definitely not me. But yes, I'll quickly say while nothing's happening, thanks very much to everybody who's watching, and especially thank you to those watching from abroad as well, because obviously the time differences can't exactly make it. Means you're staying up till probably daft o'clock in the morning. Oh, Sunderland!
Yeah, if you are watching abroad, just leave a comment. Tell us where you're based, and we'll give you a little shout out. Like to see, we've got some people from Vietnam and States and Canada and everywhere.
Wow! And again, thanks to everyone who says that we said rather listen to us than, but is it BBC Newcastle or something? That's one heck of a compliment, actually.
Yes.
Anyway,
because they're really good on their Benno and Nick Barnes.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, Sunderland just standing over a free kick, which Luke O'Nien managed to win by basically making himself a nuisance. Bailey Wright's just tried to take it, but he's just took a step back. Now he has taken it. It's launched forward, and Doncaster managed to head it out. It's back into Sunderland's half, but Bailey Wright again is being a man mountain at the moment. Hopefully, continues this up. It's pretty much just it's another scrappy period of the game where I think both teams are just trying to. I wouldn't say figure each other out because obviously Sunderland have got 2 goals. Hang on, McGeady's put a long ball forward here. Charlie White's managed to keep up. I'll tell you what, lads, I think Charlie White used his physicality very well so far. I've been very impressed with him, even just aside from the 2 goals he scored. McFadzean's trying to do the fancy footwork on the ball, but he's been dispossessed and it looks like it's going to be a throw-in. And no, it's not a throw-in, not yet. Hang on. O'Nien's got the ball left-hand side. Now it's back to Aidan McGeady. Doncaster making a scrappy fist of it. Gooch has got it though. He's trying to dink it towards the 6-yard box, but the goalkeeper has claimed it. Anything in the comments, Jack?
Out of context, Dino says this is team I play every week. It'll be great. It's just the unfortunate thing is we're going to have to change this team eventually with just rotation because the amount of players the amount of games we've got.
Yeah, agreed. Right, Doncaster took the goal kick. Took the goal kick, whatever it is. Yeah, Doncaster passing the ball again, reformed around the back. Nothing's really happening so far, although we are just pretty much doing the same old trying to press them. But Gotland nearly managed to get the ball down the left and almost dispossessed him. Oh, God, it's bouncing all over the place. Doncaster down the left-hand side. I think it's Reece James, who's number 3. It's a ball into the box. Doncaster have a good chance here. Good shot. And thankfully, it is flashed wide. That was very lucky.
Thought was in my mouth there.
Yeah. Basically, a ball came in from the left-hand side. I think, is Reece James number 3 for Doncaster? Is that right?
He's number 3, yeah, mate.
Number 3, right. Reece James put a really good ball into the box after a very good run down the left after the ball deflected off Scowen. He dinks the ball that went past the 6-yard box and it fell to whoever number 11 is for Doncaster.
John Taylor, right midfielder.
John Taylor didn't have many opposition around him. Hang on. Okay, no, it's a free kick to Doncaster. But yeah, we're quite lucky that Doncaster didn't do better from that chance. So that's definitely the best chance Doncaster created so far in the game for me. Would you agree?
Yeah, 100%. They've barely touched our final third already.
Yeah. The only concern I've got is I think, can we maintain, if we're only 2-0 up at half time, can we maintain this second half? Because obviously we know what happens, but hopefully we're 3-4-0 up by then, as unlikely as it might be.
We're a one-half team, Michael, I think.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? We need to give ourselves as big a lead as possible. Oh, McGeady tried to challenge for the ball, but he got basically skinned and whatnot. Doncaster are trying to play little 1-2s and triangles down their right, our left-hand side, and it's worked. I think it's Josh Scowen or Callum McFadzean has given away a free kick, probably about 25-ish, 25, 30 yards out from the left-hand, from their right-hand side. Do you know what was
Josh? That was Josh Scowen, mate. Sorry, mate. What did he say?
No, I was just going to say thanks for correcting us there. Oh dear me! The only thing concerns me is that sometimes we tend to switch off like that, and instantly a team's almost back in a game. What would you say to that?
Well, that came from McGeady just flying in, trying to tackle him, and then Josh Scowen had to come over to cover him. So in a way, McGeady diving in didn't help matters. He should have just stood him up. No need to dive in, just stand him up. But it's a free kick to them. But Michael, you commentate.
Yeah, as I say, I'm just waiting for it. It's about to be taken. I think the referee's having a word with players in the box. But he's just blown his whistle. Right, here we go. Free kick from the right-hand side. It's not a bad ball into the box, but it's headed out only as far as Doncaster again. Hang on. Is Max Power? Oh, Power. Okay. We've forced Doncaster to push it right. We've dealt with the free kick fairly well. We've forced Doncaster to push it backwards, and it's now back in Sunderland's penalty area. Omar Bogle slipped in the box. Mac Power's done a backwards kick. Oh, hang on, right. Okay, Sunderland could be pressing forward here. No, it's too far for Charlie White. If we just managed to get a further bit of pace on it, then we could have gone in through one-on-one. Right, about a minute later, in a minute, Jack, you'll be taking over from me and do a much better job, I'm sure. Reece James has passed the ball.
Oh, Michael, you're getting some nice comments on the live chats. Someone said best commentator in Sunderland. Said Alan Fox, our friend over in Canada, I think he's there.
Thank you. Doncaster still passing it around. There's not been really much going on. But again, if this situation suits Sunderland, all right, when you're 2-0 up, just make sure you win your individual battles in the game. And so far, we've been doing that. Hopefully continue to do so. We're just forcing Doncaster to pass around round backwards between their back four in their half. Yep, again, pass towards the centre-back. They're going to look to try and probably cross the ball forward, I would think. Nope, just keeping it simple. About 10 seconds. Hang on. Oh, Doncaster crossed it forward. Is someone going to deal with it? Well done. Bailey Wright controls it. Hoofs it over into Doncaster's half. Josh Scowen's had the ball but has lost it. Gooch has won it. I'll quickly comment on this passage of play, Jack, and I'll give over to you. Lyndon Gooch
when you're ready.
Left-hand side to Aidan McGeady. Apologies if you can hear dogs barking in the background. Anyway, Aidan McGeady's on the ball.
You don't get this on the BBC.
Hang on. McGeady's looks like he's going to have a cross in here. And it's 3-0.
No
Charlie
way.
White's got a hat-trick.
No way! Yes!
Wait.
Is this 3-0?
Yeah, it's Sunderland 3, Doncaster. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. What a cross that is, Bikini, by the way. But by the way, I'm going to be armchair pundit for defence here. Doncaster looked all over the place there, like. I can't believe it.
Charlie White came in and no one was marking him.
Yeah, that's dreadful. But if that was Sunderland, I'd be livid. I'd be livid at that sort of defending if that was us. But anyway, quickly, guys, what do you think of that? 3-0, Sunderland 3, Doncaster 0, and half an hour gone. Are you as stunned as I am?
Crazy, Michael, crazy. I think I'll be taking over from commentary as soon as we get going again. I'll just refresh my stream to bring up.
I'll just quickly ask his thoughts, and then we'll go to Jack. Go on, Dino.
It's unbelievable. You know what, right? Charlie White was at the back post. He just drifted off John, number 24, drifted, and he was just left unmarked. Then pushed out as McGeady crossed the ball, and he was onside. He looked onside. I'm not saying that because I'm a Sunderland fan. He looked onside, and he's just headed it in. 3 headers for Charlie White. And that's what I see it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anyway, we're back in play now. Out on our right-hand side, up Doncaster's left-hand side, as the left-back, John, number 24, just over the halfway line, looks to take a throw-in. We're just getting that replay of the third goal, so I'll quickly jump on the live chat. Solid Matty FC says, loving the cap, mate. Lucky cap, must be talking about Dino. Kenny GM says, loving the commentary from Peterborough. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Anyway, we're back in play. John on the left-hand side. Scowen gets a touch in it. 09 plays it forward to Charlie White. Charlie White has already got a hat-trick 31 minutes in. 09 picks the ball up. Sunderland running through the centre of Doncaster's half.
Well in power.
And it is well won by the centre midfielder. John recovers the ball. John gets it forward into Magic Gomez, but Power comes in with a strong tackle and it bounces out for a throw into Doncaster out on the left-hand side. Just quickly on the live chat. Solid Matty says, Dino's lucky cap. Yeah. Edward Adams says, this is the best performance so far in the LG. Hashtag Ask Danny. Dino, we've got a question we'd like to ask Danny, haven't we?
Ask Danny, do you watch SAFC Fan TV, mate?
He does. He told me.
He does.
Well, Frankie did. Anyway, Adam Fox says, best commentator for Sunderland. I think he was talking about you, Michael. Vito says, hello from Italy. Any relation to Vito Manone? Adam Smith well says, we beat Lincoln 2. Seems to be that we perform against the big sides. Anyway, John with the long throw up the line. Conor McLaughlin heads it out for Doncaster Rovers throw in just next to the halfway line. Karen Monk says that we're entertaining while we're graft. Makes a difference when we're entertaining each other. Respect to the three of you. Josh Bell says, finally not sitting in a structure, inviting too much pressure. Yeah, exactly, mate. Marion Carlos says, hope to keep it up. This is comfortable. Also, second half, we never the same team. Anyway, we've got a throw in on the right-hand side, just on the halfway line. Lyndon Gooch he throws it back to Conor McLaughlin, who will take it now, just on the halfway line.
Yeah, Jack, me and you on perfect sync here. Me and you on perfect sync.
Are we indeed? Oh, mine's terrible. Anyway, 09 knocks it back to Conor McLaughlin just inside our own half. Who looks for Bailey Wright, a little bit of hospital ball, but Bailey Wright clears it upfield as Lyndon Gooch picks the ball up now, finds Josh Scowen. Scowen in the centre, over to McGeady. McGeady just inside the final third, out on the left wing, takes it past Halliday, there right back, knocks it in, headed away. Taken down. Doncaster is with Halliday trying to get the ball forward. Power steps in. Power having a decent game as well today. White knocks it back to Josh Scowen. Scowen in the centre. Finds McFadzean out on the touchline here. Inside to Luke O'Nine, who's having a great game in centre midfield. Josh Scowen now out on the left-hand side. Knocks it back to Luke O'Nine. O'Nine. McFadzean getting challenged by the Doncaster players as Halliday puts in a great tackle, and the referee gives a throw in to Doncaster on the right-hand side. just inside their final third, I would say, really. CPJ is watching from Australia. Solomon Matty SAFC says hello from China. Chris Smith says it's 8:25 a.m. here in Canada.
Wow.
Dan Swales listening in Thailand. Great job, guys. Will Allen says Bedfordshire. We've got people watching all over the country, all over the world. Dion Sanders now, just inside our own half. Keith Lupton says he's from Western Australia. Conor McLaughlin, back to Bailey Wright. Bailey Wright pings it long. One of his crossfield balls looks for the head of Charlie White. Charlie White's done very well. Didn't get over the top of Halliday to find McGeady out on the left-hand side. McGeady up against Halliday. Looks to go on the inside. Finds then Gooch.
Ooh.
McGeady hits it. Just wide. As I assume that's what you were reacting to, Michael. I'll just refresh my screen to catch up.
How many seconds am I ahead of you? I must be ahead of you both by some distance. I must be about a good 5 seconds ahead.
Yeah, you probably are, mate. But
yeah. Anyway,
I wouldn't keep refreshing it, mate. Just keep going.
No, it's just my stream's a bit slow. That's all. And joined us all the way. Chris Lord joined us from all the way in Northumberland. Anyway, as Doncaster Rovers come forward, John Taylor on the right-hand side finds the Doncaster centre half back to the goalkeeper, Balcom, who plays it out to number 21, which I believe is Andy Butler, their left centre-back. Out wide to Cameron John, to bad touch, and Sunderland have a throw-in with Lyndon Gooch out on the right-hand side, although he lets Conor McLaughlin take it. Just going to go back on the live chat. Karen saying, just watching from Sunderland.
Exotic.
As we are back in play. Conor McLaughlin. Sunderland, Max Powers won Sunderland a free kick. See if there's anything on the live chat. I'm falling behind a little bit on the live chat, so if I do miss a comment, I do apologise. Dino, since the last time we commented, how's it doing?
Mate, I'm gobsmacked. I'm actually gobsmacked. We're winning 3-0 and we look comfortable. We really do. And it's unbelievable. Charlie White's that's his second hat-trick this season. I mean, you got to give credit to McGeady. He's finding Charlie White. He's not cutting inside. He's actually crossing the ball. And look what's happened with it. Yeah. It's great. It's great to see.
Speaking of McGeady, he has the ball back now on the left-hand side. I think he's took his form back up again. Now he's back to the old player he was. His pass doesn't find anyone but the Doncaster centre half. Doncaster get going. Strong tackle from Power, who jogs off of your Doncaster free kick quite deep inside their own half. The CB157 is another Canadian here. Love it. Minus 18 degrees this morning in Toronto. Good day to watch the stream. Michael, same question I asked Dino. Since we last caught up, what are your thoughts?
Like Dino said, absolutely astonished. But I did say at the start of the week, it wouldn't shock me if Sunderland dropped points against Shrewsbury and beat Doncaster. Obviously, Doncaster are going to have a rocket up their backside at half-time, so they're going to come out a different side. So I think for the rest of the game, at very worst, make sure you manage it and make the game as scrappy and ugly as possible. Make it as limited as possible for them to get back into the game. But how long they may this continue? Let's just get the first 3 points, firstly.
And we're back in play. Power's got the ball inside our own half, and he finds Josh Scowen. Knocks it back to Dion Sanderson, who's playing at right centre-back today. Good to see him getting a start. He finds Max Power, who's been kind of dictating things, taking a lead bit as well, I guess, in the middle. Power plays a forward pass. Gooch loses the ball there. Doncaster come away with it. I believe it's Magic Gomez, Doncaster's centre midfielder. Looks to dink it out with John Taylor, but McGeady's there to win the ball. McGeady and McFadzean both kind of running into each other a little bit as Bailey Wright finds Aidan McGeady. McGeady finds O'Nien. McGeady. McFadzean out on the left-hand touchline for Sunderland, knocks it upfield. Josh Scowen on the halfway line, coming back into our own half, finds Callum McFadzean at left-back. Bailey Wright. Max Power knocks it back to Lee Burge in goal. Now it's at Dion Sanderson, just on the edge of our own box.
Don't give away a foul.
Joseph Billingsley saying it's a hat-trick of assist for McGeady. That's true. Bailey Wright into Max Power. Power looking to get things moving forward. I think it's good that we aren't dropping off as Power plays a ball over the top, searching for Charlie White out on the left-hand side. Halliday has done well to hold White off, but White's managed to get a touch. But Donk has to throw in right inside their own half. Towards their own goal, really, not too far from the corner flag. Halliday is grabbing quite a bit of ground. I can say the referee's not pulling him back as he lines up to take this throw in. Liam Brennan says that Louis Dreyfus is in the ground. He'd be happier than he was on Tuesday night. Precisely, mate. GR Junior says, good morning, coffee. Listen from South Padre Island, South Texas. out in the Gulf of Mexico. There's people joining us from all over the world. Andrew saying Terry switched his stream off because there's nothing to complain about.
He's lost the views.
He is a bit of a dominator.
No, he's like me. He's like me. He sees the performance and knows it's not good enough.
Are you saying this? Hang on. Are we saying this performance isn't good enough?
This performance is. I think this performance is class. But like you say, he's saying that Terry's got nothing to complain about because we're winning and we're not playing badly.
Aye. Anyway, Doncaster trying to get the ball forward, but Power interjects. It's going to be another free kick. The game's been a bit stop-start recently. Sunderland got a free kick. Callum McFadzean stood over at the moment. It is in about halfway in between the halfway line and Doncaster's goal towards the left-hand side. McGeady stood over it as the referee starts counting the wall. Looks as if McGeady could swing this into the box, really. Nice right-footed cross. Who knows, maybe even another Charlie White header, which would be insane. Just about every Doncaster player back defending it. We've got McGeady and Gooch stood over the free kick just out on the left-hand side. Power stood back. McGeady, right arm up, swings it in. It's flicked on, but it's easily caught by Balcom in goal. Who's going to look to get Doncaster moving again. Lads, are we at all concerned that Doncaster can come out and just pick the tempo up again?
No.
I'll let you go first.
No, I don't. I think you've got to do something special in the second half if you're Doncaster, and I don't think they can. I think we're playing too good, but we are a one-half team. But the way we're playing, if we just keep this up, we'll win this no problem. But it just depends on what second half team comes out for Sunderland.
Yeah, Boney's miniatures saying good point going forward. I thought he said good point going forward. He says good point, Edward. There's a few people saying that it's going to be positive for goal difference, which I guess I could say is Doncaster look to build an attack. Magic Gomez finds Reece James, number 3, ex-Sunderland player playing on the left wing today for Doncaster. Knocks it back to Joe Wright, the captain, over to Arthur Butler, the other centre back for Doncaster, who brings it forward, tries to get it in the midfield, sends it long out to John, Doncaster's left back, who finds himself quite high up pitch. Conor McLaughlin wins it. Scowen gives it away, unfortunately. Reece James now out on the left wing. Knocks it back to Matt Smith, Doncaster's central midfielder, as the ball goes back to Arthur Butler. Andy Butler, sorry, Doncaster's centre back. The ball now finds John, Doncaster's left back, quite far up the field. Reece James back to Butler, inside to Smith. Charlie White putting good pressure on them here. He's not giving them any time on the ball. As Andy Butler looks as if he's getting forced to go back. He looks to ping it long. Out of Cameron, John. Bogle goes down. The referee gives a free kick. 203 people watching live. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe. We're trying, if you haven't already, we'll do this for every single game as well as our live shows. You won't miss any if you do subscribe. We've got 108 likes. That is absolutely brilliant. Can we hit 200 before the end of the stream? And can we get 5,100 subscribers before the end of the stream as well? Do you know what you're saying?
Okay.
Smashed it. The likes smashed. We've got the target. It was 100 before half time and we've smashed it.
Yeah, definitely. Good if I get 200 before the stream, as well as 5,100 subscribers by the end of the stream as well. We are currently sat at 5,090 something. Unfortunately, I can't say exactly, but thank you to everyone who has hit the like button. Thank you to everyone who's tuning in. Thank you to everyone's subscribing. We'll be back for the Sunday bunch tomorrow as the ball's swung in by Smith. White smashes it upfield. We had every player back in the box there, so it's going to be picked up by Halliday alone in Doncaster's half, the right back. Well, Halliday looking to bring it forward. Out wide to Magic Gomez, I think that is. Knocks it back to Balcom, Doncaster's goalkeeper, outside of his box. Matt Smith picks it up now. God.
Should have been 4.
Yeah, you're miles behind there, like Jack. You're miles behind.
Yeah, you'll see it.
Yeah, you're miles behind, mate.
Do you want to take over?
Can do if you want.
Till half time.
Gooch has just ran through and had a one-on-one, and he's hit it straight at Balcom. But now,
I've seen it now.
It's a free kick at Doncaster at the minute. Yeah, mate, that should have been a goal. Should have been a goal.
Yeah, definitely. I'll refresh my stream and I'll catch back up.
I'll quickly point out what a ball that was by McGeady.
Yeah, hell of a
fantastic.
He's actually just skinned their player there as well. What a pass! Oh, he should have
Yeah,
scored. He should have scored. Should have put that to bed.
McGee looks back to his normal self today. As Doncaster the ball in midfield with Magic Gomez. We are approaching half-time. Gomez looks to play it long, but Burge picks the ball up and looks to reset us. Brioni Arim says, fan from Brazil. Anth Smithwell says, you are on 5,100 already, are we?
Are we?
Oh, yes, we are. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to. We've just hit 5,100 subscribers. Absolutely brilliant support, as always, from the people watching. Raymond Elgard, Dino, that's your dad, isn't it? Says, let's hope we don't buckle in the second half like we normally do.
Aye. Cheers, da.
Dino's number one fan.
Not wrong. 2 minutes added time, by the way. We've got 2 minutes added on.
Just getting that through now. As Doncaster have a throw-in. Oh, no, we have a throw-in, sorry. Out on our left-hand side with Callum McFadzean to take it. Taking his time, and I don't blame him, to be honest. I think, as much as we are keeping the pressure on, why not run the clock down? Scowen takes it down on his chest, out on the left-hand side. Doncaster have the ball back, but it's a Sunderland throw-in quite far inside Doncaster's half, out on the left wing. McGeady goes over to pick the ball up. He's probably going to knock it back to McFadzean to take, which he does. A few options to aim at. Scowen's McGeady's there's a few players in the box who wants to go long. McFadzean tries to throw at McGeady, but I think that was John there on the right wing dispossessed us. We do have a throw in anyway though, so not to worry. Dino, do we just keep it tight for the next minute and get into half time and reassess?
See it out, don't concede. Just keep the ball, get to half time, have a break and regroup. We don't need to concede before half time because then the momentum starts to change.
Yeah, as Doncaster win a free kick inside their own half. Magic Gomez knocks it back to Butler. Now it's with Smith. Back to Butler. Joe Wright, Doncaster's captain, played centre back today. Kane Vergar says, fan from the Netherlands, thank you for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the stream. And hopefully you can understand what's going on in the match as well as we are approaching half time, just above half a minute. As Balcom has the ball just outside their own box. Balcom looks to send it long. Just keep it tight, lads. Billy Wright, good header away. 09, another flick on. 09 with another flick as the ball travels up the pitch. McGeady, it's Matt Smith recovers it. Billy Wright knocks it back to Lee Burge.
That's it.
I'm not expecting the half-time whistle to go any second now as Burge sends it long with his left foot as he always does. Out towards the left-hand side. McGeady picks it up here on the halfway line, knocks it back to Callum McFadzean.
Oh, there's Louis Defray.
And there we go. There is half-time as Kirill Louis Dreyfus is there. And hopefully he's going to be a lot more pleased than he was on Tuesday night. And hopefully this takeover is getting closer to being complete. Well then, lads, we've talked about the game as it's been going through. We've kind of, we all seem to be in agreement that it's been a fantastic game, really. Are there any negatives at all? And if there's any man on planet Earth who can find a negative from this, he's stuck here with us right now with his great cut on. Dino, are there any negatives at all?
The only one I could probably pick out is sometimes individual errors by passing and giving the ball away. Like when Max Power tried to play a ball to the left and he just hit it out for a throw in. If that's the only complaint I've got, if you can't make the pass, just keep it simple. Don't overturn the ball to them because that gives them a chance to attack. Just play it simple. If you know you're going to make the pass, make it. But if you're not sure, just play it back. Keep it simple. We're 3-0 up. I'm gobsmacked. I'm absolutely gobsmacked. I can't believe that we're winning 3-0. I can't remember the last time we scored 3 goals. Was that against Lincoln? We've done that.
Probably.
Wimbledon.
No, we won. Wimbledon.
Yeah, although albeit the second 2 goals came in the last 5 minutes, whatever. But yeah, like Dino said, I'm genuinely gobsmacked. I couldn't. But again, what I say at the start of the week, wouldn't shock me. Sunderland dropped points against Shrewsbury, beat Doncaster. Well, so far we're beating them. But obviously, I'm just hoping we don't think the game's won yet because it isn't. Like Dino said, if you concede before half-time, what we need to avoid is conceding at the start of the second half, the opening 10-15, preferably at all. But it's certainly in the opening 15 minutes because if we concede early like that, the game shifts and changes. So, and Doncaster have got players within them to score goals. I looked up amongst their top goal scorers. I think the highest goal scorer's got 10. Next one's got 7, then 6, then 5. They share goals around. So I mean, what do you think, Jack? I think we just need to manage the game, keep at bare minimum, just keep it tight. West.
I mean, my next question is just put on the live chat. Funny enough, Kyle Larkins, no, not Kyle Larkins. Kyle Larkins said, "Can't wait to go back to the stadium." Yeah, of course, mate. Anyway, Kane Vergia says 3-0, amazing performance. All I was going to say, there we go. Kyle Larkins, do you think that this could be changed after half time? And that's my only concern, is that we come out in the second half, we're completely flat, and we just let Doncaster bully us and get goals back. But then again, can you really see us conceding 3 in the space of 45 minutes? I can't.
Yes.
Yes.
It can happen. It can happen.
Yes.
Maybe I'm a bit of an optimist, but I can't see us doing that.
Not.
Anyway, it's
Jack. It's Sunderland. Sunderland do Sunderland things. We score 3 goals in the first half. Them can score 3, even more. You can score loads of goals in one half. It just depends on what team turns up. We just need to keep it simple and keep it tight, and we'll win the game. It's as simple as that. If you just keep a clean sheet for the next 45 minutes, you've won the game. You don't have to go. We don't have to go out and score goals now, even though I still want to score more. But if you look at it as a tactical point of view, we don't have to attack anymore. We don't have to take risks. Them have to take the risks now, and we could capitalise on that. This is where Jordan Jones could come on and make a massive impact. Because
you had to get that in there, didn't you? You had to.
Yeah. Same with Jack Diamond as well. They could love the situation like this, couldn't they? I remember a couple of years ago when we beat Palace 4-0, and someone we were 4-0 up at half time, and a Sunderland fan put on social media, you're not a Sunderland fan if you're 4-0 up and you're still not absolutely bricking it for the second half. So I'm still kind of like that here. I'm still bricking it for the second half because I know what we're like. I know we like to mess about. So hopefully we don't.
Yeah, David Spence on the live chat says about time. Mad McMahon, how to use, says that was amazing. Says Ziplock 9000 says, who's that team playing in red and white? I don't recognise them. You never know. Maybe Doncaster decided to play in the home kit and we decided to play in their away kit, and we're kidding ourselves here. But yeah, we seem to just have a real control of the game. Like, I think they've only really had one real chance in the game. That was when John Taylor put his half volley wide. Apart from that, they haven't really had any chances at all. So
they've tested Burge twice. They've tested Burge twice. Yeah, fair enough. It was probably a tame shot, but you still got to save them. I've seen Remy Matthews let one go through his hands. So Lee Burge has made the 2 saves he's had to make. So,
I think there was
one.
Sorry, there was one good effort they had that they when they had it was just outside the 6-yard box towards the right hand side a bit where they had a bit of space. So they probably should have scored that. So they are capable of creating chances.
Yes.
Like you said, though, we just need to manage the game. It's like I bang on about it all the time. Game management, keep it simple. Don't take stupid risks. Don't overcomplicate it. Like Dino said, they've got to take the risk. They've got to come out and really go forward. And make no mistake, Darren Moore will be giving them a rocket at the moment. So we need to make sure that we're aware of that and not complacent.
Yeah, Dino, do you think it's in any way down to the midfield 3 that we're just so controlling in this game and the kind of mix of players we've got?
It helps. I've seen Scowen. I thought Scowen's played brilliantly. Luke O'Nien is everywhere. Even Max Power's doing well. He's getting stuck in. But the main threat came down the wings. I mean, McGeady's got it, like you say, McGeady's got a hat-trick of assists to Charlie Wyke for his hat-trick of goals. The first one's a corner. It's the first good corner I've seen McGeady put in. And Charlie Wyke's gotten on the end of it. And then 2 crosses where one of them he's cut inside and crossed it in. And one of them where he's went to the byline and crossed it in. And Charlie Wyke, his movement has been key. And he's heading. But to be fair, I think Balcombe should have saved his second one. I think it was straight at him. I mean, if that happened to Burge, people would be on Burge's back straight away. So I would say Balcombe should probably save that. But I'm chuffed it went in the last goal. He's just pulled off his marker and he's got so much space. I don't understand what the defence is doing, but hey, I'll take it every day. Charlie Wyke, give him a new contract. And that's me saying that.
Before I go to you, Michael, on the midfield, Mad McMahon says we play better without Ledbetter. He slows the game down. So the midfield today, that's, in my opinion, what's really helping us, as well as McGeady as well. But do you think the midfield's really strong today?
Yes, the energy of Scowen and 09 is clear for everyone to see. And I think while Power has passed the ball out of play and crossed the ball out of play switched the ball out of play a couple of times, a bit more than he should have done, like Scowen and 09, I think it's safe to say have ran a lot of that midfield. And one of the reasons we were able to win, we won the midfield battles in that first half, which contributed to us having a bit more freedom going down the wings. So yeah, that's definitely been a big factor. What do you think, Jack?
Yeah, as I say, I think the midfield's been really strong today. We've got a good mix. We've got 09 and Scowen who've just been here, there, and everywhere, and then Power, who he's put a couple of wayward passes in, but he has controlled the game quite well, and he's been a better midfielder in this 45 minutes than I think I've seen him for the longest time. So in the live chat, Dominic Barton says, "Dodgy, give us a wave." There you go. There's your wave. You've been asking. He asks that I think just about every single live stream. Malcolm Thorpe, clearly you aren't a Sunderland fan, says, "Of course the game's won. We can't lose this one." Tom Wallace, Reece James' best game for Sunderland, playing. Tom Wallace is Reece James' best game for Sunderland, playing White on side for his hat-trick of headers. It's always when we least expect it. Speaking of a hat-trick of headers, there has been a hat-trick of assists as well. Aidan McGeady, a player who I haven't been so fond of, really, since he's came back, but he's been brilliant today. Michael, has he been the key to our success?
Yeah, and I've still said to this day that I don't get why he was ostracised from the squad, but there you go. That just goes to show you. I mean, obviously, look, McGeady can be frustrating in a lot of ways because he tries to do fancy flick-ons and fancy dribbling and fancy Cruyff turns and everything in dangerous situations where I'd rather he didn't. But you can tell technically he's got quality that's, well, obviously, historically, he's been above this league apart from the last couple of seasons. So, yeah, it's definitely been helping. And I think Charlie White must thrive off surface like that. He must do. Like, when you've got someone of that calibre in your side and has got that technical quality, use him, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, definitely. Dino, Aidan McGeady, been on top form today.
I'll be back in a minute, lads. Go to the toilet.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
Yeah, I was going to do the same as well.
He's been one of the. He's been class today. What can you say? I mean, I think I'm thinking Lee Johnson's telling him to be more of a team player because normally when McGeady comes inside, he's looking for the shot. I haven't seen him do that once tonight. I mean, today. When he's cut inside, he's looking for the cross. When he goes out, he never goes out the byline, and he's done that a few times where he's went to the byline and tried to whip the ball in. That's not what McGeady normally does. So I'm guessing Lee Johnson's telling him, look, you need to stop doing the individual thing and look for a teammate. And McGeady has whipped in 2 good crosses, and White's got on the end of them, and then he's whipped in a good corner. And we all know McGeady can't really take a corner, and he's actually done really well to find Charlie White. And Charlie White, like you say, he's not just standing there, he's actually moving around in the box. And we all knew Charlie White as he would just stand there and go missing. But to be fair, apart from the goals as well, Charlie White's hold of play has been tremendous.
Yeah.
The thing is, who do you give man of the match to? McGeady or White? Who do you give it to?
Wait, I mean, we've only played 45 minutes yet. If White goes and gets another hat-trick, and you've got to give it to him. But yeah, I mean that's a question I guess we can answer maybe in the review show just a bit later on. But yeah, everyone in the live chat just says the buzzing. We've got some breaking news. Will Grigg has scored for MK Dons, so today is a crazy, crazy day. That is a bigger surprise than us being 3-0 up at half time.
Yeah, 100%. To be fair, it should be 4. It should be 4. Look at this chance. Gooch gets played through. He's 1-on-1. There's no pressure. He just hits it straight at Balcombe. I mean, that's terrible. But that's terrible by Gooch. He should be putting that away.
Yeah, SAFC Dave 17, regular on the channel. He's made a very fair point to me. I agree with him. The live chat is the difference with White since Johnson been here. He's been less physical. No daft fouls. Normal 4 or 5 fouls a half. I think White's just focusing on trying to score goals now, whereas before he had to be a target one. Anyway, because Michael's back, Dino, I'm going to hand over to you. I'm just going to take a quick break before the second half to get a water and stuff.
Yeah, go for it, mate. Michael, I mean, we were just talking about McGeady there and White. I mean, at the moment, who would you give man of the match to? I know it's only the first half, but do you give it to the person who was assisted 3 goals or give the person who scored the 3 goals?
Personally, so far, I'll give it to White. Not just for the fact he scored 3 goals, but I think his hold-up play and physical movements have been excellent. I think the difference is, if you look back to the Wimbledon game, I thought he did very little else in the game apart from his hat-trick, which I know sounds daft, and I know quite a few people will probably scoff at. But in this game, his all-round game as well has been very good. He's linked up play. He's won a couple of free kicks. The one free kick we had, I think we were 1-0 up at the time, or 2-0 up. He won a free kick down our left, their right. One McGeady took and it was wasted, but he was physically, he was excellent for it. He made himself a nuisance and gave Doncaster no choice but to give the free kick away. So far, White, but obviously you can't ignore McGeady, can you, with the assists that he's got. So it's incredible. It's been a very good team performance first half. Like I said, my only concern is that it depends how we react second half. Just make sure that you don't give anything stupid away. Keep the game simple. Just keep it tight. Keep it structured. Keep it at your pace. And hopefully it should be 3 points. But like you said yourself, we're Sunderland. We're known for doing stuff like this. So,
Yeah. Question for you, Michael. I've got a question, right? You Lee Johnson, you're in there at half time. What do you do about making changes? Who would you bring off? I mean, like normally you say, right, you could probably bring Ledbetter off, or you can bring this player off. Who do you bring off if you want to make a sub? Who would you bring off? Because everyone's playing champion. I don't understand how you can make a decision to bring someone off when everyone's playing so good.
one change I would make at the minute, and it some people might roll their eyes at this. I would rest Wyke, but not at the start of the second half. I'd say about an hour into the game, if nothing's happening. Take White off and put O'Brien up top, because what O'Brien's good at is he's good at getting himself around the pitch, winning tackles, winning fouls, and doing the niggly, ugly stuff of the game. And I think as well that because if you manage this game properly, it's won. So obviously, like you, I want to push for more goals. I want to get that goal difference up if we can do it. But in the worst case scenario, we don't. I would if you get O'Brien, or if say White came off and you decide to give him a bit of a rest, he's got a hat trick. Fair play to the guy. He's got a hat trick. Get O'Brien on. Just let him do the industrious stuff. And like you said, I think I would take McGeady off and get Jordan Jones on, because, like, again, when Doncaster are going to have to push forward, what's that going to leave on the break? Gaps. Space down the channels. Space zonally. It's going to be all over the place. And Jones could thrive on something like that, and it'll give them something to think about.
Right, Jack. The question I just asked: if you're Lee Johnson, how do you go about making any substitutions? Because everyone's playing so well. Like, what would you do if you were Lee Johnson? How could you make a substitution?
You've got to maintain, haven't you? Dean, I think you've done the compliment when we kick off, but as I say, that's important. You've got to maintain it. And to me, I think bringing Jordan Jones on is a great way to maintain the game, because he's got pace, and all of a sudden those Doncaster players, they've just got to sit at that few yards deep. You've got to put an extra man there to keep up with them. If you've got a player with pace on, all of a sudden they're careful as to how much they push on, and that could inadvertently, cause us not to have much pressure. Anyway, Bostock's come on for Magic Gomez. I think that's quite an attacking substitution. I did say on the live chat, SAFC Republic says, where's all the negative fans now then? But I can tell you, we've got one sat here on the live stream.
Cheers, mate. Anyway,
isn't working.
Anyway, Doncaster kick off, and we've pressured them straight away. Lovely challenges, and it's out for a throw in to Doncaster on the right side. Doncaster kicking from left to right, Sunderland kicking from right to left, and they've thrown the ball in.
The pressure already.
Richards is just bounced it off his own player. Gooch now on the right side of the box. Gooch just stands on the ball. He runs on the outside. Gooch plays it out to McLaughlin. McLaughlin now on the edge of the box on the right side. Gives it back to Gooch. Gooch whips the ball in, and it's headed out for a goal, for a corner to Sunderland. Jack, to the chat.
Yeah, exactly. Chris Law saying Gooch for Jones. I think I'll be more along the lines of McGeady. He has had a great game, but we just have more pace going forward. And I think we bring Jones on McGeady. Tom Wallace is all having a conversation with themselves. Robert Smith says, is it just me? But I still don't feel confident even when we're winning 3-0. No, Mitch, no, it is right. We've seen this so many times. We could genuinely draw this game 3-3. You just that's how it could go. But I'm being impressed with the first. We haven't dropped off. We're still pressing. Johnson's clearly not sent to the back off.
Corner's whipped in, cleared out by Doncaster, only as far as Callum McFadzean, who plays it out to the right to McGeady. McGeady now just stands on the ball, looking for a pass. He plays it for Conor McLaughlin, who's just been between the 18-yard box and the corner flag on the right side. Conor McLaughlin is tackled by Doncaster. Doncaster come out with the ball, but it's a throw-in to Doncaster. Oh, go on, Jack, to the comments.
DJ says that Watson says something happened in Scotland with McGeady. That's why he was left out in the cold. I thought he just had a disagreement with Parkinson. Joseph Billings says, where you can watch a Sunderland game, it's on the Sunderland website, SAFC Live. That's how we are watching it.
Not let up second.
Back to you, Dino, I think.
Halliday and the keeper Nelly just had a miscommunication, and we've won the ball back with Power, who gives it to McGeady in centre of the park. Gets tackled by Richards, but Power still up. It's a free kick. Somehow McGeady's fouled Richards. It's a free kick to Doncaster in their own half. So, Michael, what do you think the plan is this half then? Do you reckon we're going to sit back, or do you think we're going to go for more goals?
If the first 2 minutes are anything to go by, try and push for more goals. But again, just keep it structured. One quick thing I will say, one player I would take off is 09, just for the fact he's been booked, I think. So, I think
Can anyone confirm that? Can anyone confirm if Luke
I'll have a bit look.
Someone definitely got booked for Sunderland, but I can't remember who it was. Hang on. Go on, Scowen.
Talking about Luke 09, he's won the ball back. It's out to the right with Gooch on the right side. He's tackled. Josh Gowan's in the box. He has a
Go on,
shot.
Scowen.
He scuffed it, and it's cleared by Wright.
Unfortunate, but
John has it. John looks for the switch, looking for Taylor, but straight to Lee Burge. Josh Gowan had a shot and he's fluffed his lines again. Josh Gowan just doesn't have any shooting boots, unfortunately. Max Power now, he's under pressure by Richards. Plays it back to Wright, who plays it forward. Halliday cuts it out. Within our half here on the right side. Plays it forward to Taylor. Taylor, has he kept the ball in? No, he hasn't. It's a throw into Sunderland on the left side. Jack to the comments. Anything, Jack?
Having a quick look now. Peterson, it's a big game on Wednesday night. Yeah, I'm sure we'll get into that more on the Sunday bunch. Smith Wells says, if we are still 3 goals up by the 70th minute, we've won this. It's really says something about the current state of affairs when we're having to say it. If we're still 3 goals up by 20 minutes left, we're struggling. I've just had a notification on Twitter saying DJ Sizzler Watson is Dave Watson on Twitter. So Dave, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for leaving your comments. Thanks for all your kind words on Twitter as well.
Yeah, quality guy.
Anyway, Doncaster on the edge of their own box here. Wright has it, just outside his own box. Gives it a Balcone because he was closed down by McGeady. Charlie Wright's closing the keeper down. The keeper plays it out to Halliday, who controls it, but he's under pressure by McFadzean. He knocks the ball forward and gives it away to Max Power. Bailey Wright now chips the ball forward. It's headed out by Halliday, but only as far as Josh Scowen. Gives it to the left side to McGeady, who's on the touchline. Cuts inside. He goes past Halliday with ease. Whips it to the back post, and it's out for a goal kick. That's well played by McGeady. He got past Halliday so easy. For someone who says Halliday is the best right back in the league, he's getting tortured by McGeady here.
Yeah, well, this is the same fan who thinks that Doncaster are the best team in the world. If you're watching Aaron, he's very honestly. I remember when I had him on the first time around, he was just like, "Oh, we do this and we do that," and then we're expecting to get absolutely obliterated like off his words.
Anyway, Bogle now, he's holding the ball up for Doncaster. He's done very well there to keep the ball. Gives it out to Taylor, who plays it back to Halliday on the right side here. Halliday knocks it inside to Wright, who gives it to Butler. We're just on the centre circle here. Butler back to Wright. Wright knocks it to, who came on? Bostock now. He's
Bostock, yeah.
Bostock on the centre circle here. Bostock. He doesn't know where to go, but he's played it forward. Then Reece James knocks it out to John. John forward on the left side now with Richards. Richards cuts inside. He's in the box now. He's just went past 2. Is it a penalty? No, it's not. It was very good physicality by Power. Power gets tackled. He's just on the corner flag. Gives it to Dion Sanderson, who knocks the ball forward. But Bostock wins the header and gives it to number 14, Matt Smith. Throw in. They've took a quick throw in down the left-hand side. He whips it in. Bailey Wright cuts it out. Conor McLaughlin gives the ball away. They've had a shot. It's deflected. Dion Sanderson gets his foot in, takes it off Smith and clears it. Bostock. It goes to Bostock, who knocks it, switches it to Wright. He's under pressure, Wright. Gives it back to Butler. Butler forward to...
Well played.
Only for Dion Sanderson, who cuts it out. Gives it to McGeady on the centre circle. McGeady does a lovely little spin. Oh. Under pressure, he gives it out to Gooch. Gooch now on the right side. He's approaching the box. What's he going to do? He goes on the inside, has a shot. It's over the bar.
Oh, that was great from McGeady. Yes, just came out of mine.
Michael, what are you thinking? We're under a bit of pressure there?
A little bit, but I suppose I'm not going to be naive to expect Doncaster to not have any chances in this game. As much as I would love them not to, obviously. But yeah, just deal with it. When pressure comes your way, just deal with it. Just keep the game simple. Just keep your shape, stay organised.
Anyway, Matt Smith has given a horrible ball to Halliday, who he heads it to McFadzean, but he gives the ball back to Halliday. Halliday gives it to Bostock on the centre circle. Bostock.
And shoots.
He's looking for a long ball forward. He does. He's looking for Bogle. Bogle now. He's into the Sunderland box. He's on the right side. He goes on the outside, comes on the inside.
Oh, unlucky. It's 3-1.
Oh, Josh Taylor.
Oh, that is so hard on Burge, that.
Halliday shoots it across and it's found Richards, and Richards put it in the bottom corner. That's terrible defending, in my opinion.
Did it come off the post and back off the back of Burge's head or his shoulder or something?
Yeah, I think it did. I'm just going to see it back.
That's so disappointing for Burge. It's so unfortunate because he's not put a foot wrong today, and he gets a lot of criticism, but there's nothing he could have really done about that. I think. Yeah, that's so unlucky on Burgess' part. But look,
I can't believe it.
The key now, right? Listen, the key now is to not fall off. we've got to keep pushing. We can't let this knock our confidence. If we need to make a change, then do it.
Exactly. Just literally keep it. Just keep it simple. Again, just keep doing the same thing. Keep it simple. We were doing all right before then. Sorry, Dino, go on. Carry on.
Yeah, it's fine. Nothing's happening. I can't believe we've conceded now. That puts us under loads of pressure. Like we said, Sunderland are a one-half team, and Doncaster can easily come back and draw this game. And if we give away a 3-goal lead, it's bedlam. It's terrible. But we have the ball on the left side with McFadzean. McFadzean knocks the ball forward to Josh Gowan. Plays down to McGeady. McGeady now. McGeady's going down to the byline. McGeady whips the ball in. Charlie White with a header. It's 4 goals for Charlie White. Charlie White's got 4.
Come on.
He went down the other side. I can't believe it, lads. What he's thinking.
To be fair, that is the best response we could have done. And literally what we did there in the build-up, kept the ball, didn't give it away. Because one of the things I hate is conceding and then giving the ball away again straight away. Didn't do that, kept it, and we've just got a 3-goal lead back. Utterly bonk.
Jack, what are you thinking? What you think? This is madness?
I tell you what I'm thinking. I look like a right muppet because I wrote an entire article yesterday on my Ian O'Brien is helping Charlie White score goals. He's been taken out the team. We've only played 54 minutes.
Oh, I didn't believe it, man. So that's 4 goals for White and 4 assists for McGeady. We're a 2-man team, boys. Let's face it.
Wow. Just that's it. Wow. Just wow.
Yeah, and Doncaster are making another change. Number 20 is coming off, and that
Josh
is...
Jones. He's a left back.
But who's coming off?
Cameron John's coming off.
Cameron John's coming off for who?
That's a like-for-like substitution, that.
For Josh Sims. So maybe it's an injury. I'm guessing that's all I can think of.
I tell you what, like, Brad Halliday, best right back in the league. Every single goal came down his side.
Aaron, if you're watching this, I think you and Jack could have some words after the game, mate.
I saw him in the live chat. He is watching, I think. Aaron, just drop another comment if you're on. Coast to Charles is his channel. I previewed the game with him and Kieran Brady over on the Red My podcast.
Can I just say, lads, as well, what's in the comments? What people writing in the comments? Yeah,
everyone's just saying get in. Charlie White again, try out again. We've got 218 people watching live, 134 likes. Can we get to 200 before the end of the stream? Winning a lot of us if we can. Only takes 2 seconds to just hit the like button and then come back onto the live chat to do whatever you're doing. We massively appreciate it if you could.
Anyway, Richards knocks into the box, well cut out by McLaughlin. McLaughlin out to 09. 09's under pressure. He gets tackled. Dion Sanson, it's a free kick. He's given a free kick to Doncaster. He's given a free kick to Doncaster.
He's given a penalty, Dino.
He's given a penalty?
Yeah. What for, though?
Do you know what?
We don't know.
I've got no idea why. Players surrounding him.
It's a penalty to Doncaster, and he thinks it's inside the box. Everyone's baffled. No one knows what's going on. Right, here we go.
That is not a penalty. I'm sorry. Tell me if I'm wrong here, but I am baffled of why that's been given as a spot kick.
Do you know what? Right, if anything,
that's a free kick.
I don't think it's. I think it's 2 players who came together. I've got no idea how that's a penalty.
I think he's saying look when he fell over and it hit his hand.
Okay, if that was the other way around, we'd probably be for that.
Not really, Michael, because he got tripped over.
Come on, Burge. That's where we're going to go.
Don't give it away.
Get in!
Oh, Michael! I was not
I don't care.
He saves it. Get in, Michael.
Lee Burge with a save! Go on! What are you saying now about Lee Burge? What are you saying now?
Exactly. Me and Dino, the Lee Burge defenders.
Well done. Wow. Just wow.
If anyone ever says Remy Matthews is better than Lee Burge, just do not speak to me. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, don't speak to the Terminator.
Anyway, it's a corner to Doncaster. We're still under pressure here. Pressure. Bearing in mind that should have never been a penalty in a million years. The bloke's fell over and it's hit his hand. What's he going to do? What can he do about that? Unbelievable. Like you say, the referees in this league are shocking. Anyway, Bostock's over this corner kick here. Lee Burge, man. What a
guy. Asking about the penalty. He's not out.
Lee Johnson has been yellow carded.
He's been yellow carded?
Yep.
The best thing to do, right, is, fair enough, we can think it wasn't a penalty. But now, we've saved it. It's been and gone. We just need to move on, forget it's happened, and not affect our game. Because sometimes players can look to take retribution in their own ways. We just need to put it behind us, forget it's happened.
What we need to do is get this out, take the pressure off Lee Burge now. He's just saved the pen, get it out. He's went from post Oscar and heads it back out for another corner kick. Anything said in the comments there, Jack?
No, everyone's just buzzing about the penalty being saved, but justice prevailed, says David Spencer.
Anyway, quick corner, Bostock now. Bostock, he's on the right side. Bostock gives it to Reece James, who has a shot, and it's went past the post.
Dean Wood says, Michael, if someone's commentating, don't think about a goal.
Sorry?
Dean Wood says, Michael, if someone's commentating, don't celebrate a goal.
Hey, I did that for the first one.
Yeah, it is. Don't get us wrong. It is hard. It is hard to stop because, like you say, you're reacting to your time and forgetting everyone else is in different sync. But
anyway, 229 people watching live. I think that's pretty much the most we've had all day. If you haven't liked the video already, go and like the stream. Hopefully, we can get to 200 by the end of the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are currently on 150. Can we get that to 200 before the end of the stream?
Hope so. Anyway, Balcombe now hoofs the ball into the air.
Halliday's
going to try and keep it in. Halliday, has he kept it in? Yes. No, he hasn't. It's a throw into Sunderland on the left side.
We are making these look like children.
Well, you'd know about being a child, wouldn't you, Jack?
That was very funny, that, Dino.
Hashtag ask Danny, mate.
Well, we all know what we're going to ask Danny.
Danny, is Jack Dodds still a child?
Ooh, I think Bailey Wright's going to get a yellow card here. No, he's not. Is he?
It's my birthday next Saturday, and I'll turn 18 then, so we'll have no jibes.
I'll promise that.
I think that's quite clever from Bailey Wright. They were getting on the counter, and Bailey Wright brought him down, and the referee hasn't given him a yellow card, which I'm surprised at. We are pressuring them. They've got it with Wright, who gives it to Butler. They're in the one half here. Butler sprays it out to Sims as John came off. Sims cuts inside. Gives it to Matt Smith or Smith. Smith plays a ball long. Bailey Wright's underneath it. Falls to some Bogle who has a shot and it's deflected, but only as far as Bostock, who knocks it to the right, but plays it out for a throw in. Anyway, lads, what you're thinking? How do you think the half's going? Jack first. How do you think the half's going?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we came out and we ended up going a goal behind, which was unfortunate, but we bounced back from it perfectly. We got our goal. And to be honest with you, we haven't dropped off. We haven't done the typical thing where, as I say, we've been playing 15 minutes now. Switching commentary, I believe. I'll take over after this. We haven't done the typical Sunderland thing where we just kind of drop right off and switch off. And, we've kept up our press and we've kept up our game, and it's brilliant to see. I want me to take over until 75.
Well, let's get Michael's quick view. What do you think, Michael?
Yeah, Michael, go on.
Well, it's been a bonkers to second half, hasn't it? We've had 2 goals and a penalty save, so it's been incredible. But again, like we kept saying, we've saved the penalty. We've come through that spell of pressure. Again, just keep the clock ticking over and just make sure that you keep going as long as possible without conceding again. But to be fair, we've been all right so far second half. Actually, the goal they can score was unlucky. Yeah,
and substitution has been made. Conor McLaughlin's off and Grant Letter-Bitter's on, so I'm guessing Max Powers went to right back and over to Jack Dodds.
Yes, I'll be now commentating now for the next 15 minutes or so. Someone in the live chat, Jacob Kirkbride. Don't know if anyone's heard of him, but anyway, Callum McFadzean takes a throw in out on the left-hand side. Long throw. Brad Halliday wins the header. Doncaster trying to get at us now. Luke O'Nien hooks it away. Gooch challenges for it, but Reece James comes with the ball. The referee has decided to give a free kick to Sunderland. Just inside our own half. It looks as if it's me, Grant Letter, standing over it. Just inside the centre circle there, inside our own half. Letter, he's watching who's going to take it to. He plays it to O'Nien. O'Nien out to Max Power, who is now at right back, seeing as Grant Letter came in at centre with Conor McLaughlin. Power sends a long ball up the field as he always does at right back, looking for Gooch. James wins the header, and it's out for Sunderland throw in, right up inside Doncaster's half. Quite near the goal. Alice Todd says, best game of the year, hopefully. Joseph, but yeah. Matthew Little, again, talking on the speed of me talking. Lads, am I talking too quick? Matthew reckons I am.
No, I totally understand you, mate. I totally understand you.
Scowen anyway, Scowen. Oh, he got into the box there, but McGeady inside the box now, knocks it back to Callum McFadzean, chests it down. I don't know what happened there, my stream stopped. Anyway, McGeady out on the left-hand side. Strong tackle by John Taylor, but he's managed to kick the ball. McGeady inside to Callum McFadzean, who's in the box now. Well won. Doncaster come away with it. The guy who came on for them. Forgot his name. Anyway, Doncaster coming up the field. Look to get it up, but it's out for Sunderland throw-in out on the left-hand side. The Callum McFadzean to take, I would imagine. Although actually it's a Doncaster throw-in. I thought it was our throw-in. Just getting that replay there. Josh Scowen made his way into the box, dinked it across. No one was there. Came down to McGeady, who knocked it back to McFadzean, but just couldn't quite do anything. Chris Smith says, how's McFadzean playing? I think he's put a foot wrong really, but he hasn't had a lot of pressure put on him.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Doncaster just passing it about the back now between their centre backs. Bostock at right back. Dinks it inside. Looks at Brad Halliday, who looks as if he's went up front temporarily. Grant Ledbetter turns, does well to keep the ball. Sends it out to McGeady on the left wing, who's kept the ball in. Bostock comes over to him. McGeady knocks it back to Callum McFadzean just inside his own half. Now it's with Luke O'Nien. Aidan McGeady. Josh Scowen. Charlie White out on the left-hand side. Luke O'Nien. McGeady, O'Nien, McFadzean out on the left-hand side. Just inside our own half now. The ball's at barely right. Grant Ledbetter. Centre of the pitch. He's fouled there by number 17, which is Taylor Richards, as we have a free kick. Lads, anything to comment on, Michael?
Like I said, I think that... No, go on. You can carry on if you want.
I was going to say, free kick just got taken quickly. I thought it was going to be a stoppage as Doncaster tried to hook the ball forwards. Powers there, challenging for Reece James, sends it long down the left-hand side. Dion Sanderson's there, trying to intervene. O'Nien wins the ball back well. It goes back to Bailey Wright at centre-back, who knocks it back to Burge in goal. If you look to regroup slightly with Burge just taking his time. And Dion Sanderson, who's Bailey Wright's centre-back partner today, over to Callum McFadzean at left-back. McFadzean into Josh Scowen. Scowen, back to Burge. Burge controls it and plays it into Bailey Wright, just on the edge of our own box here. Max Power, right back. Forward into Luke O'Nien, out near the right-hand side. Ledbetter, bringing it forward slightly. My stream's awful,
yeah.
like.
Yeah, mate, you're miles behind on us, but keep going, mate, just keep going.
Yeah, Ledbetter, out wide to Josh Scowen.
Oh, McFadzean, what are you doing?
Back to McFadzean. Grant Ledbetter. McGeady. O'Nien, Sund, trying to get forward. Power on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
I'll refresh it when I can. O'Nien. Dinks it in. Headed away. Power, challenging for it. Finds it. Finds the centre-back, Dion Sanderson. Sanderson taking it into our midfield. Callum McFadzean. Roughly how far am I behind? McFadzean.
Yeah, miles behind.
What time are you on?
65 minutes, 15 seconds as Doncaster coming in the attack.
45 seconds behind.
You're 45 seconds behind, mate. Omar Bogle just put a shot wide of the post.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to quickly refresh my stream and actually get us back up to speed.
Shall I carry on?
Yeah, mate, I'm refreshing it now. So
okay,
if you want to go to the end.
I'll continue for the minute. Doncaster have got a throw in their own third, just kind of waiting to see what options that there is. But basically, Jack, what you missed is Callum McFadzean gave the ball away from the left-hand side.
No surprise.
Ran forward at a shot wide. Keep ball in the air at the minute. Charlie White uses physicality again quite well, but I think it looks like he's conceded a free kick. That's fine. I don't mind him doing it there. Sorry. Anyway, Doncaster just try. Anything in the comments at all, Jack?
Alice Todd says, when was the last time Sunderland scored a goal from a free kick? Maybe Sunderland 2-2 Portsmouth. Don't want to remind myself of that match, though. Yeah, no one does. That's a fair point. Actually, I can't remember the last time we did score a free kick. I can think of Maguire's against Leicester under 21s, but that's about it.
Hey, talking on Maguire, he's not even on the bench. Do you think that's him gone? Do you think that's not in League Johnson? He's not even making the bench.
He's not in his plans, is he? Anyway, we're back in play. It's Callum McFadzean at left back. Hooks it out for Doncaster throw in. I don't think he's part of his plans, to be honest. Michael?
Yeah, I think we've seen the best Chris Maguire the last 2 seasons, and this season he's just down. I don't know if he's down tools or he just hasn't got it anymore. But I wish him all the best if he does leave. But I think we're playing a lot better without him, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe he thrives off the fans when we've got that. It's Doncaster just knocking it around the defence at the moment, by the way. Michael? Maguire?
Yeah, well, I was going to say Maguire is someone who loves it. I think if any player's missing the fans, I think it is Maguire, because he thrives off the big game pressure and all that, doesn't he? So, come on, keep it up. No, lads, come on. That's it. Keep blocking it. Well done.
Yeah, Doncaster coming at us now on the left-hand side, goes inside. Dion Sanderson steps in. Doncaster come at us again. Ledbetter hooks it away. Now it finds Gooch out on the right-hand side. Gooch inside to Grant Ledbetter. He's got Scowen just ahead of him. Ledbetter looks to come inside. O'Nien challenging for it. Ledbetter gets it and looks to calm the game down, as he does so well, in my opinion. Aidan McGeady now nods it forward. Charlie Wyke. And it's out for a Sunderland throw-in Doncaster's half.
Sorry, I was just getting a drink of apple juice.
No, it's fine. You drink your apple juice, Dino.
Me juice box there, Jack. You like a bit of juice box, didn't you?
Aye, exactly. We'll have less of that. We'll have less of that now. Hopefully by next week we can stop with all these child jokes. I'll officially be an adult then. As Callum McFadzean is out on the left-hand side, knocks it into Ledbetter. Smith wins it for Doncaster midfield. As Doncaster look to get forward now. Referee waves the advantage there as the ball goes out towards our left-hand side. Bailey Wright watches it go for a goal kick. Referee could have blew for a free kick, but he decided to let Doncaster play on. And we have a goal kick now with Lee Burge. Dean Wood says, I see Doncaster Rovers have a 75-year-old centre-back. Also, that manages Doncaster FC women's team. That's not something I'm aware of. Dean Wood, if you could tell us who that is, we'll get back to you again. That's very interesting. Dave Watson, DJ Sizzler Watson says, did you not see Lee Johnson get boot? Yeah, I think we mentioned it. His power sends it long. Scowen flicks it forward, looking for McGeady out on the left-hand side. Who he's found, McGeady looking to cut inside. Looks to find Gooch, but he can't quite there as Bostock intervenes. Bostock goes over, and it is a free kick to Doncaster, right inside their own half. It's already been taken. He doing? It's Balcom. Switches it. Finds Reece James. Doncaster coming at us now. Reece James looking to get the ball forward, but no one's there to receive it as Dion Sanderson has the ball. Grant Ledbetter, Max Power now at right back. Dion Sanderson knocks it back to Lee Burge, who smashes it upfield. It's Power. White takes it down, but Doncaster come at us again. Reece James on the ball back. He feeds it into Smith. Over to Halliday, out on the right-hand side. John Taylor, Doncaster's right midfielder. Running at McFadzean. McFadzean standing up well. Halliday knocks it back to Bostock. In our half. Doncaster. The ball is now with Smith, who knocks it back to Doncaster's left back. Over now to Reece James, Doncaster's left midfielder. Smith, cleared away by Bailey Wright. Well done. But there's no one to challenge there. It's Doncaster's centre-backs. I think that's Joe Wright. Just looks to recover the ball. Bostock now pings it out towards their right-hand side, but it's going to be a Sunderland throw-in out on the left-hand side as we have now brought the point. We've only got 20 minutes to go. Lads, going in the last 20 minutes, do we bring any subs on? Do we change anything, Michael?
Actually, yeah. I would take 09 off just for the fact, I think, by the way, did we get confirmation in the comments if it was 09 who's been booked? But I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
If I'm right, I'm pretty sure it's on. I think I would bring Dan Neil on. I think Dan Neil on, just like for like, get him on, just protect 09, just so that you don't risk him getting sent off and missing any games. And then probably O'Brien for Wyke, just to give Wyke a bit of rest. He's got 4 goals. What more can you ask of him? Personally, anyway.
Yeah. Dino, anything you change?
Yeah, I'd bring Gooch off and probably get Jones on, because I feel like Jones is a bit direct, and I think Gooch should come off.
You're just desperate to see Jordan Jones play.
Yeah, I just don't think Gooch is. I think Gooch is playing okay, but I feel like Jordan Jones offers you something different. Yeah, and definitely. Maybe bring Mike off since he's got 4 goals, just so he doesn't get injured. And by the way, Doncaster made 2 substitutions there.
Yeah, I did say that. Hang on. I'm at 71 minutes, 50 seconds. Doncaster coming at us now. Number 10, left-footed cross. 09 flicks it away. McGeady in our own box now. McGeady turns to Doncaster player like he wasn't even there. Looks to fade it away, but Matt Smith picks it up. Doncaster coming at us now, getting into our final third. 09 wins the ball back well. Scowen takes it down, finds Max Power. Out to Lyndon Gooch, who's occupying the right back position at the moment. Looks to get it forward. Scowen takes it down. And it's a throw-in now. Lads, a man behind.
Only by a couple of seconds, you're not that far behind.
All right, I'm going to refresh my stream anyway. As Doncaster take the free kick, someone to take over just for a few seconds.
Okay, then. To throw into Doncaster, just not far off Sunderland's penalty box. Sunderland just trying to keep their shape at the minute. Well, Jack Buswell, I'm on 72 minutes, 58 seconds. So I'm guessing you're probably about, 10 seconds or so behind me, I think.
I'm 73 minutes and 4 seconds as Holiday had the ball out on the right-hand side. Are we just getting a replay of that now, I think? Yeah. And the referee's given a free kick to Doncaster just on the edge of our box. This is a very dangerous situation here. Hopefully we can defend this well.
Well, we won't have to because I think he's let it go.
He has. Yeah, I saw him put his hand up and I thought he'd
offside. I think.
Oh well. Anyway, goal kick to the lads. There was a comment I needed to read out there. Someone was answering something I asked. Dean Wood says Andy Butler at the back is 35 and the manager of the women's team, but he still plays centre back for Doncaster. That's quite interesting. As Burge lines up to take this goal kick. Burge fires it upfield. White loses the header. Bostock flicks it on for Doncaster. McFadzean wins the next one. Bit like table tennis this now as McGeady finds McFadzean. McGeady knocks it back to Bailey Wright at centre back. Dion Sanderson on the edge of our box now. We're not really getting pressured much by Doncaster. Say that we are now. He goes back to Lee Burge. Lee Burge sends it long. Long kick up towards Gooch. Reece James wins the header and it's out for a Sunderland throw-in. We are very soon going to be taken over by Michael Bowers, who will be commentating for the rest of the game, as Sanderson finds Ledbetter back to Dion Sanderson at right centre-back. Bailey Wright has it now. Wright's carrying it forward. Finds Sanderson. Burge still has it. Sends it long. Good header from Doncaster as they send it back into our midfield. Ledbetter hooks it forward. Good header again by the Doncaster centre-half. Doncaster challenging us now quite well. 09 wins the flick on. It comes back to Dion Sanders and heads it down to Max Power. It went very scrappy the last minute or so. Quite difficult to call what's happening, really. Reece James heads it towards us. Max Power wins the flick on. Ledbetter controls it and Dion Sanderson has the ball. Michael, do you want to take over?
Yep. Okay, then. I'll just wait and see if there's any... looks like there's some substitutions being made. 2 subs for Sunderland. Jack Diamond is coming on in place of Luke 09 and Aidan O'Brien is coming on. I have a hunch this will be one of the front 3 he's going to be replacing, but I'm not 100% sure who. If you bear with me one moment, I'll be able to tell you. O'Brien is coming on for Lyndon Gooch. Okay, then. So, but basically, I think it means that we're just going to try and be industrious, get ourselves about the pitch a bit and just try and see out the rest of this game. Do you lads agree with those substitutions? Apart from Dino saying he'd rather have Jordan Jones on?
I don't know where Diamond's going to be playing then, so who's going to go into centre mid, because that's where Luke 09 was playing.
Do you think we're maybe switching to 4-2-2 then?
No, sure, he can't be doing that, surely.
To me, I would think it's going to be Ledbetter and Scowen, then it's going to be McGeady and Diamond, and then O'Brien and Wyke. That's what I think.
I think you're right, Michael. I think he's went back to the 4-2-2. I can't see what else it is.
Isn't that risky, though? I mean,
of course it is, but...
Well, I don't know. We'll find out in 20 minutes' time whether it was risky or not.
I don't understand that. I'm a bit baffled if I do see it so myself.
I'm guessing theoretically, if he's got 2 deeper players in the midfield, that could help shore things up a little bit. But we were doing okay enough as it was. Anyway, it's a scrappy game. Scrappy again at the moment. Doncaster tried to get the ball forward. Dion Sanderson's well matched to it, though. He was trying to pass his way out of trouble, nearly got into trouble, but we managed to get it out. McGeady's now got the ball. He's in the centre circle. He's just outside it on the left-hand side. McFadzean pretty much to his left. He's still holding on to the ball. He's tried to do a longer ball forward to O'Brien, but it hasn't quite reached its target. Sunderland have then Ledbetter tried to intercept the ball and gave away a free kick. It's a free kick to Doncaster, which they have taken. It is in their half. Just literally gone 77 minutes on my stream. Sunderland 4, Doncaster 1. Ball tried to go forward again. Sanderson managed to clear it out as far as Diamond. Ledbetter. Diamond again. He nearly played his way into trouble here, but thankfully we've got away with it. We're just sort of just passing it round. Keep the game simple, lads. That's all you need to do. Try to do a little long ball forward. Doncaster passed it right back to the keeper. But Charlie Wyke is trying to bear down upon him. He's cheap as him, put himself in a bit of trouble here. Hang on. He's passed it to O'Brien to keep us out of goal. But yeah, we've passed it too far back and the chance is pretty much gone. Sunderland are playing some decent stuff here, though. O'Brien down to Wyke, down the left-hand side to McGeady. He puts the ball into the box, but it's to nobody in particular on the Sunderland end. It was nearly a corner, but Doncaster have managed to get rid of it. Although Sunderland are still hunting in packs at the moment, forcing Doncaster into a rush clearance. Forrest Bailey right. He tried to pass it back, but Doncaster, it's been deflected out for a throw into Sunderland. Jack, anything in the comments at all?
Yeah, I've got a few nice comments actually. Casey, Cameron, Jude, and Kyle Lawton saying we're both doing a good job on commentary. Thank you for those kind words. Josh Bell saying McGeady centre mid. Alice Todd saying score one more. I think, yeah, that could be very important. David Spencer says, come on, Jack the lad. Come on, whatever that means. Very quickly, I'm just going to check the likes, see if we are close to our 200 target. We've got 220 people watching. We have got 168 likes. Can we get a 200 before the end? It takes 2 seconds. If everyone goes over and likes, we'll get it. Hashtag Ask Danny comes up as well. So please go over and like the stream. Get us to 200. We're going to have to explain this one day.
It's been a scrappy affair. I'll ask you two something. I'll ask you in the chat. If you could think of one thing to hashtag Ask Danny, what would you ask him?
Oh, I know what I'd ask him.
Can I just say, though, that build-up there between Wyke, McGeady, and that was lovely play. All one-touch stuff. It was great to see that. That was nice link-up play.
Agreed. There you go. Right, Sunderland have got the ball back now. You can there you go, Jack. You can think of an alternative Ask Danny question while this is in play. Sanderson's got the ball. Max Power's on the right-hand side. He's trying to turn his man, being pressured here, but he's managed to keep hold of it. He's passed it to Ledbetter, I think. Ledbetter's trying. Go on, lads. Don't try and be fancy. Keep it simple. Ledbetter's keeping hold of the ball. He's shielding it. Scow, well played. Passed it to Scowen, who gets it to Power. Pushes a long ball forward, trying to reach O'Brien. He's managed to reach it. Now Diamond's got the ball. He's just approaching Doncaster's penalty box. McGeady, he's in the penalty area. He's trying his dribbling shots. Is he going to have a shot? No, he's not. He's been tackled, and Doncaster managed to deal with it. Right-hand side, he's been met by Callum McFadzean. Sunderland, I tell you, yes, I've been very impressed the way we've kept hunting and going over. Saying that, we've just given the ball away, though, so I'm a hypocrite. Omar Bogle, left-hand side, approaching Sunderland's penalty box.
I love the self-critique.
I sense that I made Jack laugh at the wrong time. Anyway, we've managed to deal with it, though. Sanderson's got the ball back, just keeping it simple at the moment again. Wyke, come on, Wyke's using his physicality, and he's won Sunderland a free kick, which Doncaster have taken quickly again. Back to the halfway line, down to the right-hand side. Sunderland are just sort of withstanding the pressure at the moment. Just inviting Doncaster onto them, but that's fine. They can afford to do this. You're 3 goals ahead. Sunderland is trying to force Doncaster back out again. Well, good pressing from Scowen has forced Doncaster back to the halfway line. Just keep on passing among their centre-backs at the moment. Literally on the halfway line. I'm repeating myself 20 times. Come on. Right. McFadzean's a bit out of shape here while he's been trying to press Doncaster backwards. Which, to be fair, so far it's working. So far, Doncaster aren't finding a way through. Oh, it's a crunching tackle there, but nothing's been given for it. Right. Wyke's on the right. Diamond's running ahead of him, but he's chose to pass it back to Max Power. Launches it forward. Is it going to reach anyone? But O'Brien's there. O'Brien's managed to get it. No, he hasn't. It's a free kick to Doncaster, but it's in Doncaster's half. Dino, what would you say we need to do just latter stages of the game? Very quickly, by the way, Jordan Jones is on. Aidan McGeady's coming off.
Yes. What we need to
Dino,
do...
get me about
that. We just need to keep it tight. Just don't concede. I mean, we're playing well. Some of the passings have been great. I mean, I can't really complain about much. I really can't. I mean, it's been a good performance. Like, normally I go on about performances. This has been a well-deserved win. Like, it's not like it wasn't like when we played bad against Wimbledon, but we won 3-0. This has been a deserved win. We've battered them, in my opinion.
Jack, what would you say, mate, to it?
Don't take any risks. Keep it tight. Simple as that. Just keep the ball moving. Try to, don't overcommit. Just keep it tight and keep it a 4-1. We don't have to break our backs to get a 5th, 6th, 7th goal. We don't want to be going in the last few minutes with only a 1 or a 2 goal lead. So just keep it tight and keep it simple. Is what I would say.
Just avoid pressing the self-destruct button for once, Sunderland. That would be really lovely. Right, John Jones is.
Well, I'll tell you what button people should press.
The like and subscribe button.
Subscribe button. It's the subscribe button to 3 YouTube channels: SAFC Fan TV, Michael Bowers, and the Red and White Podcast. Subscribe to them 3 channels. That's what button you should press.
We would say Terry's in the mad mistake, but apparently, but again, if he's got now to complain about, it's not worth watching, I suppose. So ignore that.
Not Terry. We don't like Terry.
Right. Anyway, Doncaster just passing it around at the minute. Sunderland is still structured and keeping their shape for now. There's still probably about 10 minutes left. Still Sunderland 4, Doncaster 1. Dominic Fadzian's let the ball come into the box, but it's well past everybody, and it is going to go out, I think, for a Sunderland throw-in. Yes, it is. Sunderland throw-in. Jack, anything in the comments of the last few minutes?
I'll have a quick look. I've been ignoring them, to be quite honest. Kyle Locke is 186 likes. Come on, 40 more likes. 14 more likes. We'll get our goal of 200. Casey Cameron Jude, friend of the channel, says, Dino, you should get your own YouTube channel. Been saying this for months. Dino, is it going to happen?
Nah, no interest, mate. Got no interest. Sorry. All my laptop gets used for is watching the games and talking to you. That's all it gets used for.
There's one other thing you use your laptop for, Dino, but you're not going to get it that, is it?
Let's move on. Let's try and keep this channel PG friendly because Jack's on. Yeah, let's just make sure.
Yeah, underage. Yeah, that's good point.
Apologies, lads. Apologies. I can get a bit carried away at times.
Yeah, we can only use that joke for so long for another week or so. So let's just take advantage while we can.
Yeah, 100%, mate. 100%.
Anyway, Doncaster have
exactly.
Sorry, Jack. Go on. Doncaster had a free kick in their half. It's not coming to anything at the minute.
I think all I said was exactly.
Oh, all right. Anyway, long ball forward down to the right-hand side. Go on, Fadzian, stand him up. Whoever number 10 is, he looks like he's got a bit of pace about it. Got a bit of trickery. We're trying to block the shot, but it's a shot from the left-hand side of the penalty box, but Burge is equal to it, and it is saved. So we're just going to be awaiting Sunderland to take this. So it's 84 minutes gone. Sunderland 4, Doncaster. Well, yeah, I think it looks. Do you guys think it looks like we've reverted to a 4-2-2-2, or do you think we're sticking with a 4-3-3 and just different?
I don't know, because it looks like a 4-3-3, but Diamond doesn't seem to be in centre midfield, so I don't know what we're doing.
What do you think, Jack? What do you think we've done?
I can't really tell, to be honest with you. We've definitely changed formation, but I'm not entirely sure. It does look that way though. Philly's on the live chat anyway. MK Donza scored.
Against Hull.
Josh Bell said McGee's been amazing today. Looks back in his prime. Yeah, definitely looks like he's back on top.
Has Will Griggs scored?
Yeah, he scored today.
It's typical.
Wow. Oh, anyway, we read that earlier. I'm still in shock. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, your Hull's defence is terrifying. Will Griggs on fire. Meanwhile, Doncaster's attack hopefully is terrified because our defence hopefully is standing up to it, which it looks like we are. Power's got the ball about 2/3 of the way up the pitch. He's just passed it back to Grant Ledbetter. That's it, lads. Just keep the game at your own pace. Like I say 20 times, but it's true. Keep the game at your own pace. Scowen, right-hand side, back to Power again. Diamond's ahead of him, which I think he's trying to do in terms of turns and spins and everything. He's passed it back to Ledbetter. Ledbetter and Power just interchanging between them at the minute. Long ball forward again. He's found Charlie Wyclaw. Is he going to keep hold of it? No, it doesn't look like he is. Bit too much for him, and Doncaster deal with it. John Jones, Charlie Wyclaw, the furthest Sunderland players forward, but they're in no hurry to exert any energy, which is fair enough. You're 4-1 up. So I think we're just letting Doncaster we're just sort of sitting back and just letting Doncaster play around at the back and just keeping hold of the possession, which fair enough, no problems. If you win it, as long as you keep your structure, that's fine. Doncaster, but they managed to get forward down our right-hand side. We're still standing up to the challenge, though. Whoever number 10 is for Doncaster, I believe he was one of the subs. Looks like he's got something about him, but Bailey Wright has intercepted and dealt with it. Anything else in the comments, Jack? Has Phil been in it?
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to Jessica Hall. Dominic Barton says it's his girlfriend. It's her birthday. So happy birthday, Jessica Hall, from everyone at SAFC Fan TV. Ian Campbell saying no, Grigg didn't score. So, oh well.
Oh, okay, that's no surprise.
Yeah, you said he did.
Right, we'll blame Jack.
I'm only going off what Peter the live chat said, Dino.
By the way, how many likes have we got? Have we reached it yet?
I was just about to have a little refresh.
Go on, carry on. How many likes have we got? Hold on,
we have got.
Go on, Pagsy, and stand him up.
193 likes.
About
7 more people.
Dear, it's another penalty.
It's a penalty.
Doncaster have got another penalty. Callum McFadden's just giving it away.
I think I'm about to say this. Right, anyway, while we've got a little break, right, we need 7 more likes, right? Get on your phones and your iPads and your laptops. Get the like button. Get us to 200 likes. It's the goal for the stream, for every single stream. We only need 7 more people. I'll have a look. Please hit the like button. Otherwise, Philly isn't going to be very happy with us.
No, he steps up. And Burgess saved it again.
Get it, is he really?
Get him!
2 penalties.
Is he actually?
Yeah, watch it. You'll see it in a second. He's actually it was an awful penalty.
That is brilliant.
That is awful.
That is a terrible penalty. That's a terrible penalty.
Yeah, exactly. It's dreadful. It's the first penalty. At least I've had something about it, but that second one was literally just the tamest penalty I've seen. Straight at him, which hey, I'm not complaining about. White's won the header. White O'Brien's down the left-hand side. We're just trying to keep possession. There's Dino's favourite player at the minute, Jordan Jones. He's passed it back.
That is an awful penalty.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Can I just say,
go on, whoever it was.
This has been a crazy game. Like, I feel as if this is like when we played Burnley in the Championship, where it was like anything that could happen in this game happens.
Cross into the box and it finds Jack Diamond, but it's too far down to the right. Power's just right behind him. Go on, Diamond's just sort of conceded possession, but Doncaster, it looks like they've conceded a throw-in. Or is it? No, they haven't. The ball's literally rolling on the line. Power's got it back, though. Switches it to Scowen in the centre circle. Passes it back to Bailey Wright, but that's for CONRAD, if he's watching. Bailey Wright passes it back to Callum McFadzean. Back to Bailey Wright. I'm going to stop using these references.
Anyway.
Go on.
Just to say we've hit 200 likes on the stream. Thank you to everyone who did get
over.
Did get over onto your YouTube account on whatever device you use and then did hit the like.
Have we actually reached
200 likes, Michael?
Brilliant. Thanks very much to everyone who's supporting. Means the world. By the way, Sanderson almost helped concede a goal there, but he's managed to recover it enough to give away a corner. So it's a corner to Doncaster, but it's like the 89th minute. We've got the win here. Now I'm confident because there's only about 5 minutes left if you include added time. Now I'm confident, whereas I wasn't for the previous.
No, with time left that you could probably put into seconds like in your head. Now you're confident, Michael.
Well, yeah, now I am. Yes, definitely. Anyway, we've dealt with
today.
Go on, Jack. You'll go on.
Today, 200 likes and 5.1k subscribers today. Thank you to everyone for all the support today.
Safe to say, all that happens, plus Sunderland get 3 points. Cracking day all round.
Cracking day.
And is there any other players you'd bring on, lads, just to sort of just give them a couple of minutes, just give a couple of minutes into them?
Maybe Dan Neil.
Vokins, maybe bring Vokins on, give him 5 minutes.
Fair enough. I doubt.
Dino, we've still got 5 minutes to not give the lead away, man.
Yeah, real. Right, we'll see how many minutes of added time is as Lee Bird steps over the goal kick. 3 minutes added time, so we've got basically 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
Yeah, so game's won, game's done.
Imagine if Doncaster. I love the title on Dino's on Dino's section of the call. Sunderland for Doncaster. I
wonder who changed that.
Oh no, it's too far wide. Now it's going to happen from this. That's fair enough. I think we're just going to go towards the corner flag. No, we're not.
Adam Fox said it's going to be a great day. It is a great day, Adam Fox.
Yeah, good day for Burge as well. Actually, to be fair, free kick Doncaster. One thing I would say, I don't use it great. I think it's great for Burge that even though the goal we conceded wasn't his fault, it's great for his confidence to save 2 penalties as well.
Oh, 100%. Even though they're rubbish penalties.
Yeah, but even so, you've got to match up to them, haven't you? If it was Remy Matthews, we still probably would have conceded those penalties. So, balls on the right-hand side, but Burge is equal to it, and I think it just looks like, boo! You're doing the time wasting. Bore off, boo! Hurry up!
Get him, Burge, lads. Sunderland's number 1.
Yeah, that he is.
Best goalkeeper
he's just playing
ever seen in my life.
Burge is playing Burge ball, basketball. There you go. He's kicked it long, finally. There we go. White's just going to meet it. Nope, I think we're just letting Donny. You're just seeing the game out now. It's just don't use up too much of your energy. Just get the job done, and then save yourselves for the games to come. Bailey Wright's got it. Dinks it long. Is Aidan O'Brien going to get to that? No, not quite. Doncaster have dealt with it, and the keeper has just sort of hoofed it long to the right-hand side. Doncaster nearly gave away a throw-in, but they've managed to keep hold of the ball. Ledbetter, at this one, like him, we're getting stuck in. We're just doing the ugly battles. Jordan Jones goes down. Was it a free kick? Nope. The referee deems no. And it is a throw into Sunderland. Anything in the comments, Jack?
Alice Scott says we have finally
secured
secured 6th. Chris Smith says, come on, lads, you can win this. Sucker Blood says, enjoy this day, please keep this going. We do this every game. Kyle Lott says, cracking game, roll on Wednesday so we can get into the final. Yeah, hopefully, mate.
Remember to get your Papa John's. Papa John's, we're still waiting for your sponsor, by the way. Just saying. O'Brien's got it. Power. Just going to launch it forward, probably. No, he's not. He makes me look like a muppet. Ledbetter launches it forward, though. White almost got to it, but not quite. Yeah, you might as well. There's no point commentating. There's like 20 seconds left, and I think both
Don't
teams...
say that, Michael. No point commentating.
No point for the last 20 seconds, no. Oh, hang on. Just as I say that, O'Brien's won it. Long ball forward again. Jordan Jones. Yeah, he's just...
Go on.
Technical, isn't he? I see what he's doing. I thought Jack was doing that to say, see, Michael, there is a point commentating. I'm just trying to prove it wrong. Sanderson. It's just basic. We're just waiting for the full-time whistle now. Ledbetter's just holding on to the ball. Sanderson's now got it. Power's got it. Right-hand side. And that is it. Full-time. Sunderland 4, Doncaster 1. Absolutely unbelievable. Actually, would you two go as far to say that's our best home performance of this season?
Well, I'll tell you what, Michael.
Best performance at home.
We'll discuss this over on the review show afterwards.
Okay, fair enough.
Cheeky little plug.
Well, all I'll say is because I'm buggering off to go on my own channel, I think that's by some way the best performance we've had at the Stadium of Light this season. Didn't let Doncaster set up. I was actually impressed with the way that we set up after half-time as well, that we didn't just sit back. And the goal we conceded again was very fortunate from Doncaster's perspective. But obviously you take a goal, just kept going. And Charlie White's scoring 4 goals. Who'd have thought that?
Yeah.
Will that make him top goal scorer of the league then now?
Hold on. I'll try and see if I can...
I think it could be Jeff Klopp.
I don't know, you know, because Charlie White was only like 3 behind.
Charlie White is top goal scorer with 17 goals in the league.
Pagan hell.
Someone said this to you at the start of the season. Charlie White, by mid-February, will have 17 goals in League One. You wouldn't have believed it, would you?
Mate, I says he wouldn't even get 10 goals this season. I even said he wouldn't get 10 goals this season. So that just shows how much I've been proven wrong.
Honestly, I would have said what's wrong with you. Anyway, we're going to leave it there and wrap it up. We're going to do a little 15-minute review show of the game. We're going to talk about the game where, I can't think of anything negative we're going to say. It should just be 15 minutes.
I can.
But we have got, of course, the king dominated with us.
Charlie White. Charlie White's only got 1 assist this season. Not good enough. Sort yourself out.
Exactly, mate. He needs to be creating more. Anyway, thank you to every single person who's tuned in as well. We've smashed the target of 200 likes. We've smashed the target of 2,100 subscribers. If you haven't already, why not drop a subscription or a like if you haven't yet? We do this for every single game. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in. We've had people tuning in from all over the world, all over the country. It's been a great result. We're going to crack on with the review show now. That'll be up probably in about an hour or so, as soon as we can. As I say, thank you to everyone who's watched us live, and we'll see you in the next stream. See you tomorrow for the Sunday bunch.
Take care, guys. Stay safe.
Bye-bye.